Recording. Hello, Trek and Trekkers. It's me, Scorpuana. Coming to you pre-recorded live in front of my computer. I'm eating, so deal with it. How is everybody? Good. Me? Trying to eat and play at the same time. Crap like that. It's just so difficult. When you eat something that gets meat in your teeth, like between them. So then you want to like floss, but what do you do when you're online? Or when you're in front of a computer doing something. You can't just... I guess you could pause it and say, pause edit. No. Straight shot all the time. No editing whenever I'm playing. Because I don't want to have to edit that thing and, take out things and whatnot. And then have to, like, go back and re-encode it / render or whatever. Such a pain in the ass. That's why you just record it all at once and make of what you will. Just throw it out there on the internet. The interwebs. The internets. George W.
Back to your station. The bots have returned.
The bot have returned, Captain. Wow, I got more views. I'm talking about my YouTube stuff or whatever. More views on the audio commentary version of the same video. So the first one was just text, because I just was trying that out just to see if it worked. No audio was there except for game audio. But then I got the text-to-speech thing and made a little Trump thing or whatever, and that's his voice. Or a version of a voice AI for it. I thought it would be funny. Evidently I was wrong. No ha-ha he or nothing. So tonight, what I have planned is just talk about bullshit. Work. Doctor Who. Maybe even Quantum Leap. I don't know. Stuff that came on these past weeks. Things that I've been watching. There's a lot of free movies to watch on YouTube that are butchered to hell, but, they're okay to watch. Like even RoboCop's out there on YouTube for free to watch, but it's like dumbed down so much, it's not the same movie. Like, where's all the over-the-top violence? If I can, RoboCop 2 on here, on YouTube. It's like, it shows a scene of him getting out because there's kids are playing at a fire hydrant. And I think in the original one, he goes over and he turns it off and gives them a lecture and stuff, and then they travel around a little bit and they see that guy about to smoke or whatever, so RoboCop starts shooting with a gun. But in the YouTube version, he gets out of his car and just and then all of a sudden it's like it cuts away at the car walking part. Immediately there's like it's like a bullet hole go like that, and you see RoboCop with a gun. I'm like, I don't remember it being that short of a scene. But, it is YouTube. But people were complaining about it being butchered, like they cut too much out of it. And I agree. What was a movie I watched the other night? Had David Hewlett in it. And I didn't even know he was in the movie until I saw him in the movie. What the hell was that called? Damn. It's like about this girl whose day keeps repeating itself, and she finds out that she's actually dead or whatever, and the things that were repeating for her that day are happening to someone who's alive. And she makes contact with this living girl, and the living girl makes contact with her, and then she makes contact with the past victims and all this. Something about spark plugs. I can't remember. It was pretty interesting. It got a low rating. Like, I always look at when I'm wanting to watch a movie, I'll get online and Google for like the average ratings the movie got. And if it's way too low, sometimes I won't bother watching it. But if it's within reason, like, maybe 3 or 4 stars out of 10, I'll sometimes give it a little chance. Sometimes it is worth it. Because you can't go by other people's opinion on what you're watching. I'll say is. Another thing I kind of stumbled into watching is first time reactions to certain movies. And you don't know, like, these reaction videos you just see online. You don't know if they're genuine or not. Like, oh, this is my first time watching this. Gad, oh, whoopsie daisy, Nah. But some of them seem genuine because they'll bust out laughing at nothing. Like certain things that you'll find will be first time viewers. Some things just makes you wonder, hey, they've already seen this shit before. Reaction videos are like that, though. I have been watching this past 2 days this guy that's starting to watch the original series of Star Trek. He's just never seen it before. And I think that's a genuine one. He's talking like fanboying over like all the actors and stuff. And it's interesting. It's like I don't see why people give so much grief to William Shatner. He's a good actor. And why he pause talks and stuff and the impressions that people do. I don't hear him saying that in this. I'm thinking, just keep watching. Oh, William Shatner. I didn't know at the time or right now. He has this app that you can download. Or you pay for it. But you ask the app certain questions. And the video of William Shatner plays answering your question. It's pre-recorded. I'm thinking, wow. Let's put it all out there, kind of thing. But you do what you do. Oh, Bill, he does what he does best. Get himself into anything he can to make money. I mean, to entertain. Yeah. Nom, nom, nom. William Shatner. He shat in her, not on her. Shat in her. Oh man, there's like some sort of cartilage shit in this thing. I'm trying to eat around it. It's like a type of beef stew. Homemade kind, but got chunks of meat with cartilage and tendons and shit. I guess. I don't know. So I'm trying to get to just the meat of it because I don't really want to eat the cartilage. It's leftovers, so yeah. You get what you get. That's what I usually get. It's just the leftovers of what everyone else has had. And I don't mean like, they dump the food they didn't eat back into a bowl and I'm like, eat it. No. Well, I forget which one. Ah, shit. Really haven't been doing much with the winter event this time around. I mean, I do my daily or whatever, but there's just no motivation to. I usually enjoy the winter event every time, but I mean, I noticed other people like the first few days, at least not here on PC. First few days, there was like so many instances of the winter event happening, but now it's lower. Like just a few days later, it's like anyone barely dealing with it or going there, maybe just doing their daily and leaving instead of staying and doing stuff. I mean, there was only about 11 people in one instance, and that was like the max for one area I was in the other day. Insanity. I bought some Pillsbury cookie dough. The kind you can just put in there and cook. You don't have to worry about cutting it up to certain size and shapes and flattening all that crap. I got the lazy package. Or you just break them up, and, whatever you. Or you just take them out and put them in there. So I made some cookies. And I'm going to be eating them cookies while I play. Get all this shit going. Okay. Starting over another 40,000 per each character to go to the exchange with. Since the Zen thing's almost at 2, or probably at 2 million. Yeah, I hate that shit. It's reverting back to the way it was months ago. Run, run, run. Yep. Die, damn it. Beat your probe your ass. I hate it whenever they're stuck up there. Piece of shit. It's stuck in the invisible space up there. Because it does exist. Water's good. Okay. I'm gonna clean out my teeth a little bit before I start speaking. Okay, what do we have today? Let's see. Defeat Voth ground. Repair hull space. Defeat Terran's ground. Okay. I gotta go pretty quick. As long as I can defeat Voth ground. Stop shooting at me. There's nobody there. I got a little bit of a cough. Not a lot of bit of cough, I should say. Cough. Alright. What do we want to talk about next? Talk about work. Yeah. Who's that? That's somebody real. Gotta belch first. Get all that out of me. Scarfing down things just to hurry up and things like that. It's not good and healthy. What do? Grow another set of arms. Well, at work, this lady came in. She talked to the manager about. She said she had been in there a previous night of the week, and she was really snippy with one of the associates that worked there, and she described who they were. And she said, "If you wouldn't mind, please tell them that I apologize." She's using the self-checkout, and it was frustrating her and stuff, and she didn't mean to snap at her. So my manager said, "Okay, I'll pass that along." Well, later on this evening, or this past evening, today, before I came to here, that same lady was in line, and she was at the self-checkout, and the other associate that I was there with and myself, well, the other associate smokes, I do not. They were outside. I went outside just to talk to them, because sometimes you can talk, you know. So we're standing near the door, and the lady comes over there, the same lady that said to apologize to the other employee or whatever, comes over, and she's like, "I need y'all to come check me out and help me out here." And she just walks back in, you know. And I go over to the self-checkout where she's at, which is apparently the same one she used before because she complained about it. She said, "I don't know what it's asking me. I'm just trying to pay with cash. You see, the sign up there says cash or card." I was like, "Okay, well, it looks like it thinks that you may have pressed the card button." She goes, "No, I didn't. I play with cash. That's why I pressed the cash button." I said, "Well, it just thinks you did. I'm not saying you did or not." And she goes, "I did pay with it." You know, snapping at me or whatever. And I said, okay, hold on. Let me clear it off of here. And I, you know, canceled the card payment part of it. And I told it like she's paying with cash, and she never said sorry or anything. So I'm guessing like when she comes in a few days, she's gonna probably tell the manager, "Hey, could you apologize to that other sales associate that I was snapping?" So this is like gonna be a thing. Like, you know, every 2 days she apologizes she tells someone to apologize for her. Yeah. I don't know. These people have gotten so crazy. When I got there today, this guy. Oh, there was a whole line of people because a certain situation has come up in Dollar General. It's stupid. But this guy was in line with everybody else. No one was using self-checkout. And I would usually, when I go in every day, I'll get myself one of those core waters. It's pretty good water. You know, it's like $2 and something or whatever. Anyway, I got in line. I was like, okay, well, no one's using the self-checkout. I guess I'll use the self-checkout. And I went over to the cash self-checkout, and I said, "Oh, this one over here looks like it's waiting for payment or something, or somebody just didn't pay the full amount." And the guy that was in line turned around and looked at me with this evil look in his face. And he said, "It wouldn't take my money." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he said, "I tried it the other day, and it still didn't want to take my money. I don't know what's wrong with it." I'm thinking this thing's, it's obviously wanting money because it's blinking where the money goes in. Like, hey, right here. You know, hey, buddy, down here, you know. So I walked over there and I canceled out his, or voided out his transaction and used the register myself. And the manager and myself just looked at each other and shook our heads. And what it was is the guy just, he didn't put the money in the machine where it went. I mean, it clearly has an arrow pointing here. Insert cash here kind of situation, you know. And put coins here. It's so crazy. Why is this going backwards? Why is it... What's going on here? Oh, it's off track. Okay. That's a piece of shit. God. Oh my god. They just can't. They can't animate for shit on here. God, I wish I had my, what is it called? It's that momentum thing, that I have on my main character. Projected something. When you click it, you like first you go ahead like 3 meters or whatever, just like you disappear and reappear. And it's good for getting up on top of that thing and pushing that thing around. What the hell? This game, I tell you. I guess I need to get that for him on here. What the hell is that called? Spatial something trajectory. I can't remember. But yeah, you can get it in because you can stop that if you're standing in front of it and you're up there, because that's just invisible space. It's an invisible collision barrier up there, so it prevents you from like shooting through it. But of course, the cheater swarmers can. But anyway. God, how much money do I have on this character? I got plenty. Damn. Okay. Do I have let's see, where is it? Do I have access to... Did I not get it for this one? The trader, oh, there he is, yeah, okay. Oh. Oh, now it wants it. Shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna get this anyway. Exchange. Let's see if I can find it by doing that. Personal spatial trajector. Is that it? Teleport 10 meters toward target. Okay, yeah, that's it. I think. Oh, universal kit module. Probably can't give it to myself right now because, duh. Okay, get out of the battle. Get out of battle. Okay, what do I want to replace temporarily? Collective nightmares. What's that? Motion accelerator? No. Ambush. We'll change it up for that one. Shit. I fucking hate it. You can't do shit on here without having to be away from stuff and in the corner hiding in a closet. Piece of shit. Change that shit out when you're in combat, my ass. Okay, got a 30-second cooldown. Oh, it fell back. Look at that. Wow. I thought there was somebody else over here. Why the hell is Dr. Loomis on his ass? Yeah. Carl, go over there and wake your buddy up. Yeah, you're not moving from there until you help him. Sorry, Carl. Sorry, Carl. Alright, where is the special thing? Where did it go? Did it not make a... Am I gonna have to manually add it? It's annoying as hell. I don't see it. One little ship, miniature, holographic, frosted boots. Back in the fight. Nope. Interesting. Spatial trajectory. Good. Run. Shit, fucker. It's time to get jiggy with it. Nah. Carl, wake him up, man. My God. Alright. Oh, it's right there. Okay, never mind. Okay. I'm gonna start it up. Get shot at, probably, right? Yep. Wrong button. Carl, you're not... I'm not moving you until you wake him up. Just make sure there ain't nobody over here. Ain't. It's a little bad about being invisible over there. One of these areas has really been giving me some shit. Like, damn it. Gotta wait for it to build up. Damn it! I turned around. God, is there another one over there yet? Yep. Little bastards. Wrong button. Trying to do something. I wanted to talk about stuff, but this happened. Everybody die. Everybody die. Run, you bastard. Carl, wake him up, you dumbass. God. Yeah, I'm gonna come get your ass, you shit fucker. You little shit fucker. He finds piles of shit on the floor, on the ground, and he sits there and he fucks it. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna come up there and kick your ass. Either you run or I'm coming. One of the way or the other, you gonna die, boy. Nope. I'll stop gathering over there. For some reason, it likes to make it go faster there, too. It cheats. This game cheats. You still up there? No, you done ran off. Whatever. Let's see. Shit. Motherfucker. Stop shooting me. What the hell? I can't. Okay, there we go. Fuck. What the hell? I pressed jump and nothing happened. Shit. Damn it. For real. Fine, Carl. I'll wake him up. Piece of shit. This is going on your report, mister. Run! It could be he's just too tall. Have you ever noticed, like, if you make a tall character, they're slow as hell? That makes no sense at all. Okay. I have done that before, like hundreds of times. With my main character, and Lilu, she's got this too. What is that? It's not even allowing me to jump. What the hell? I'm gonna do it. I'm devoted. That is impossible. I've done that before. Okay. There we go. Okay. Nobody wanna fight me now, bitch. Okay. It's the only thing you can't target unless you're a swimmer. A swimmer. There's like debris up here. Mm. Mm-mm. I know you can get off of this. I've done it before. Come on, damn it. You can't just fall down there either. You have to jump over the barrier. God, stop shooting at me. Swarmers suck ass. Get a little bit more of a boost when you jump like that. This is stupid. I've done this so many damn times. Is it something about this one? It just doesn't like that, or what? There we go. You can do that on the back end of it too, because I've done it before. Get out of here, because swarmers piss me off. They can fire through solid objects and they're not supposed to, but they won't fix it. Anyway, what were we talking about before I got aggravated? Oh, wait, we gotta go deposit these, because, yeah. You know, 20,000 for that was not that bad. It used to be a lot more. I guess somebody knows the value of those things. Or nobody actually uses them hardly at all either. There's Murdoch's. He's been talking to me a few times these past few days. After coming back to the game for a while, I think. Continue. Go, go, gadget, go. Boing. Well, yeah, okay, I remember I was talking about people watching Star Trek, genuine type reactions and stuff like that. Anyway. In work. Oh, yeah, work. So that guy was frustrated, and all it was is just like he's putting, you know, he just put his money in there because the thing's pointing at it, and it's so crazy. Like, our self-checkout, the one that takes cash, it's got on your right side a picture of like a bill, but it's highlighted picture. It's not like detailed or anything. It's obviously it's where the bills go. I mean, you can look at it and tell. It's not hard. We'll have people look at it and go, where do you put the coins? I haven't been to today yet. So where do you put the coins at? Is where they're asking. I'm thinking, okay, well, here's the bill area. Ow. You just got me a splinter. So here's the bill area. So the area next to it with the picture of money change would be what? You know. They don't know. Okay, I guess there's nothing for science officer. I must have already did it. Ding ding. Watched one of the latest episodes of Quantum Leap that finally came on. It was alright. He jumped back to like the 1600s. Or leaped back. That's crazy. I guess the whole lifetime thing doesn't work for old Ben. Of course, they got around that in the original series anyway, but still, it's nice to know, like, you know, is this like something because of how he calculated a leap and forced his leaps to go a certain direction, and this is what happened because of it? It's not like tied together. Or is it probably like the new processor upgrade thing made him leap that way? Who knows? If you watch the show, you'll understand what I'm talking about. What are you talking about, you dumbass? Okay, got that. Got that. Focus. Endeavor, look at that. 748. I'm going to spin my perk. Only got 2 choices. What do you think I should do? Exotic damage space, control resist space, which mean nothing to me. I'm going to buy that one. Okay. So, I need to get just under 15. Well, just under 16, really. What's that one? That's 3. So that'll get me to 7. That right there is like what? Just 400 or some shit? Personal endeavor. Let's see. 320. 300, 3,200. 650. Okay, that'll bring it up to maybe, yeah, okay, 8. And so tomorrow, 8 and 8, 16. It might get it up there tomorrow. I don't know. I should record that. Hitting the 750, which used to be 650 or whatever. 600, I don't know. Back in the day. Back when everybody was around. When Star Trek Online's fate was known. Now it's not really known. They're looking for like a community moderator too now. That Spencer dude I said she should be the one. Dude knows a bunch about Star Trek. That's for sure. But yeah, Quantum Leap. What's her name from the 100? I can't remember her name right now for some reason. Liza Taylor or yeah, something like that. She was in 2 episodes. She's booked as being like a main character or something for this whole season. So she should be back again. Maybe the next episode. I don't know. Not Sam. Damn. Ben leaped. I'm gonna go ahead and go to. Nope, can't. There's not enough people. That sucks ass. Ben leaped after into Giza, Egypt, or whatever over there, where the pyramids and stuff are. So I don't know what that's about. Or what year it would be. It could be any year, you know. But he was being hauled around in some sort of a cart thing. I don't know. Which they could probably still do to this day. We don't know. But it's not going to be like his current time, I suppose. I don't know. I like Quantum Leap. I've always liked it. The original series was like one of the best. This one's not too bad. I mean, you just have to get past a lot of stuff like, you know, it doesn't just focus on Ben's side. It does more with more characters and stuff. Like I always say, you know, good story. It's all you need. Which gets me into Doctor Who. Yeah. What was the Doctor Who episode? blue. Blue. What was the blue? Code blue? Something blue? Where Doctor and Donna go to a spaceship. They don't realize it is one until later, but like on the very edge of the universe. But before that, they find Sir Isaac Newton in Mavity instead of gravity, because he's sitting there underneath the apple tree, and the TARDIS comes down and hits the apple tree, knocking all the apples down. And they made a joke about, or the Doctor made a joke about gravity, and he misunderstood it as Mavity. So they continued that throughout the episode of Mavity. But there's been a lot of little controversy stuff over the fact that they don't have just a plain white guy playing Sir Isaac Newton, that they, have it as an India guy. I don't know if, do you call him Indian? I mean, if he's from India. Not Native American Indian. We're going to say that. Which I kind of understand. Like, if you're going to have a historical figure, you don't need to race change them. That's one of the things. Like, if you're going to, you make your own characters doing this or that or whatever, it's fine. But if you're going to take a historical figure and you're going to, like, say, okay, well, he was this tall white guy. Let's turn him into a shrimp. He has 8 legs. His name is Bruce instead of Isaac. You don't do that. No, that's not history. Doctor Who's always stuck with the actual factual history pretty well. Whenever they had, what's his name with the ear? Van Gogh. Or whatever. Van Gogh. They got an actor that really had a good resemblance to the original. They didn't just like go out and pick up an old lady, and said, "Okay, you're Van Gogh." No, they went for factual. They had, what was that? An episode not too long, well, Matt Smith era, about a battle zone or whatever, and then they had the one about Rosa Parks that everyone knows about. I mean, they didn't change her into this little Chinese kid or whatever, little Asian kid, I guess you'd say, instead of Chinese. But yeah, because they stayed factually correct. That's what I like. I mean, I don't have a problem with any race changing when it comes to their own creations of a historical thing that doesn't really exist. But then again, it's Doctor Who, so who cares, right? It's their universe. That's what happened in that universe. Which, I'm not docking the guy that played the part. I mean, he looked as if he would be a good fit for an Isaac Newton. He had the look of someone who was about to be a genius kind of thing, someone strong that you imagine Isaac Newton would be, like this guy. I mean, I've always, like, what is it, like, usually a pointed nose and a pointed chin or something whenever they depict him? Yeah, I just woke up you, buddy. You're welcome. But other than that, I really didn't have a problem with it. The Mavity thing I thought was interesting. I don't know if they're going to continue to use that. They'd have to remember to continue to use it and not use it. That means Chuti Nagawa, is it? The new Doctor? Is that his name, right? The N is silent in his name. The not NC, but it's like a Chuti, Cuti or whatever, Chuti. That's weird about, it's like silent letters and words and names, isn't it? I've always thought it's just weird. Why do we have them if we don't pronounce them? But anyway, yeah. Was it Code Blue? I can't remember. Because the TARDIS disappears and Doctor and Donna fight against this. I don't know if they're an alien race. They're just this entity type thing. Things plural. That take the shape of them and the knowledge of them. There goes a cheater. Cheater, pumpkin eater. I call them cheaters. You don't have to call them cheaters. That's just what they're gonna be known for me for on here. Okay, alright. Stow cheaters. Overpowering and not allowing everybody else to... Okay. Click off. I think that's kind of stupid the way you have to, like, not focus this. You can't click on an enemy to click on that. It's kind of stupid in a way. No! You will run! I think the game's always programmed to know when you're about to... When you exactly, like, you hit something to make it run faster or to make your weapon better, and they're like, okay, let's damage him. You know? Excuse me. Yep. I think it was code blue. I can't remember. I don't want to look it up to cheat. I want to remember. I thought it was an okay episode, you know, with them like it getting cold, and you kind of understand the reason why it gets cold before, you know. Well, after you kind of figure out that it's the doctor's not the doctor and Donna's not Donna, it's because these beings are like using energy within the room and around themselves in order to form. So when you take energy away, it makes things cooler, you know, kind of situation, like a ghost in a way, kind of in the phenomenon of a ghost. It made sense to me in my head. I can't make sense of it when I'm speaking, but you know, as long as I know what I'm talking about, that's all that matters. But
All 3 silos are under
and
Allied
the whole
control.
big arm
Excellent
thing and
work.
the big eye thing and them having the weird teeth and stuff, and then Donna at toward the end of it, the doctor had asked which one, you know, both of them a question, and one of them answered, and he thought, okay, you're it, you know, and then he did like a little secret scan while she was in there. And the real Donna was picked up, and the other one blew up in the ship thing. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I guess the alien race that had that ship was like had a horse head, because it looked like a horse skull in the body that was floating around in outside the spaceship. Oh yeah, that's right, 'cause that happened. I'm talking about the game, not the show. There's only one instance, which means everybody's not doing anything. I guess it's because it's Sunday. Or, well, where I'm at, it's still Sunday, which will be Eastern time in a minute, will be tomorrow, be Monday. But for me, no, I'm in Central time, so it'll still be, yeah. Anyway, yeah, and then they, you know, I kind of transition to the next episode, which is interesting. They go there and they see all these people going crazy, and there's Donna's dad, and I'm guessing the actor, which I did read that he passed away the year they were filming, but I guess he passed like right after that scene, like not immediately after, but you know, after they filmed that, they probably were getting prepared to film the other stuff, and he may have passed because the only footage they had of him in the actual episode, Giggle, was like a behind the head shot of a guy in a wheelchair, and then like a little joke of him like shooting and squirrels or something like that, or what was it? It wasn't squirrels. Was it squirrels? I can't remember if it was squirrels or not. But you know, off camera type stuff, referencing instead of showing the actor or seeing the actor acting. So I'm guessing he may have passed away because of, you know, right after that, right after the blue episode, or after the shooting of the blue episode. I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the doctor and Donna for Giggle are there on Earth, and everybody's like gone crazy with thinking they're all right and getting their way and all kinds of whatever, and chaos everywhere. Then Unit shows up, you know, and we see Neil Patrick Harris's character, which is the toy maker. I haven't thought about the Toymaker Doctor Who episodes in a long time because that was way back. You know, Hartnell, was it William Hartnell's Doctor? Because they showed like little flashes, and there was in color flashes. Which I don't remember it being in color, or was it in color? I need to go back and rewatch. Because his episodes were in black and white, but they could have colorized them just for that. I don't know, or they may have colorized episodes of it. I remember like
Back to your station. The
Doctor
Prophet
played a
returned.
game and won, and the guy's place like disappeared, or he disappeared, or something happened. But I don't know if it was what was said in the episode. I can't remember. I mean, the episode giggle. I don't remember if that's like the actual history of it completely, or if that's just like they added to it a little bit, you know, to fluff it up for the new age television stuff instead of the original Doctor Who. Because they had a lot of wordplay back then because they didn't have a lot of visual effects, so they'd have more talking that they would do, which would seem like a rambling type thing. It was something about, damn, I watched it a long time ago too. They had to have made a deal with him. The Doctor won. I don't know if the toy maker guy was banished or anything. And they just disappeared, whatever. But I think, you know, Neil Patrick Harris's version is okay. I mean, yeah, you'd have to think about why would he have a different face? But I guess the toy maker can change his face to look like anybody. It's kind of like the, you know, sort of like a Time Lord in a way. They had a lot of references in the episode to past companions and the fate of those past companions. And the toy maker going, right, yeah, that's okay though, you know, kind of thing. Which made you think, like, you know, what about the previous ones? I mean, yeah, they died or of old age. They went here or there, and the doctor's still just going, you know, and keeping that in the back of his mind all the time. Anyway, Doctor and Donna go to like unit headquarters, and he shows them what's kind of going on. Da 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 da. Shows a puppet and all that, past theft, whatever at the beginning of the episode, like answering what's going on. You don't know at the time, but then you do after the doctor tells you what's going on. And they go to the period in which the toy maker appeared. You know, it was like 1925 or whatever when he popped up in Earth's history and started this chain of events that lasted until the present day. They get stuck in like this doorway maze and then come back to the present, to the toy maker like jumping around inside unit and making all their weapons just burst with this little petals or what, rose petals or something. I don't know what it was. Confetti, maybe. And he goes out there, you know, and he's got the big gun that they shot at this satellite dish that was supposed to stop the signal. And I did kind of like, I had a little bit of a giggle too, like whenever the what's her name, Stewart, it's Lethbridge Stewart's the daughter or whatever, that's in charge of unit, when she asked where her men were, and he said, I guess they're still falling. I'm like, oh my god, that's a tall tower. I thought that was funny. I got 99 of those. That's weird. How many stack then? If I have 99 of those, there's no more? Or can you only have 99? Shit. I didn't dump them when I wanted to. I gotta go back to that. But, you know, he says he's gonna challenge, or the doctor's gonna challenge him or whatever like that, and he says no, he's not gonna play the game with that doctor. He wants to play it with the other one because he's already played it with a previous one and the current one, which was Tennant's. You know, he did it with Hartnell, Tennant, and now he wants to do it with the third one. So he shoots Tennant's doctor, and the regeneration process starts up, but it's a little different. It kind of stops, and there's like this bolt kind of moment. You're like, what? And the doctor's like telling one of the previous companions that I cannot remember her name of right now, and Donna, to pull. And as they pull, that's when Shooty's Suti Nagagwa, his doctor pops halfway out of Tennant's doctor, and they're both physically there, and Tennant's doctor loses some of the clothing, and the other Shooty's doctor has like some, but he's got like just a shirt and underwear or whatever, and a tie, and the shoes. He had the shoes on. I saw the shoes, and they both challenged the toy maker to a thing, and he couldn't say no, and it was like just playing ball, so they're throwing it back and forth to each other, and a little humor between two doctors, like him, one of them throwing it, Shooty's doctor throwing a ball too hard at David Tennant's doctor, and he said, we're like on the same team, same side kind of thing, and I thought that was pretty cool, you know. Then they throw it, and of course the toy maker guy loses. He didn't catch the ball, so he folds up and gets put into a little box. So then there's still regeneration energy, I guess, happening, and and then TARDIS restoration energy, and a mallet inside the TARDIS that was the toy makers or something. I don't know. And the doctors are wondering, like, what are we gonna do now? Because there couldn't be like two of them running around. And Judy's doctor and Donna were talking about, like, well, maybe you could just kind of retire, like just take it easy, take a break kind of thing or whatever. And he's like, well, who gets the TARDIS? And then all of a sudden, that's when Shooty's doctor gets the mallet out of the floor, the walkway floor. I don't know how it was there. I can't remember how it was there. Did I miss that and not understand? I don't know. But he hits the side of the TARDIS and it duplicates it. One gets duplicated with a jukebox, though. And the lighting's a little different. And that becomes Shooty's TARDIS. And then David Tennant keeps his TARDIS. So, yeah. So then you got two doctors. I guess David Tennant's doctor still has two hearts, still Gallifrey. Well, his version of Gallifreyan, which is not a pure because he's from a different universe. I don't know. And then you have Shooty's doctor, who's going to go on the adventures and stuff. So I thought, how's this going to actually work? Like, the doctor, David Tennant's doctor, or the previous yeah, I would just say David Tennant's doctor. How is he going to just be still and not want to go in his TARDIS to some place because he's been used to it the whole time? I mean, you kind of, like, if you watch the episode, because this is, spoilers. I'm going to put that as title. Spoilers, duh. Just like that CinemaSins dude does. I'm not copying him, I'm just saying that's just what I'm going to do. But, in like the end of the episode, they're all sitting around a table, like the David Tennant's Dr. Dawn and her family, and the previous companion, I can't remember her name, but and that's when they have the joke about, like, Donna's father's out there just shooting stuff with his gun, and David Tennant's doctor says that he gave them a shield so they wouldn't get hurt and all that. I thought, okay. Well, and then there's like a little joking about him taking one of them to Mars. I think it was the Rose character to Mars. I'm like, what did he do on Mars? I mean, are we going to get those episodes? Like, audio episode or whatever like that from Tenet? Or, and one of them, like, went to New York or whatever. He took one of Donna's, like, the mother or whatever to New York, or the aunt or whoever it is. I don't know. And that just leaves Shooty Nagagwa's doctor. I think, was it 15? Since Tennant apparently was 14. So he's 10 and 14. So the 15th Doctor gets to go on the Christmas adventure. And I watched the preview for that, the trailer, I guess you'd call it, the promo. And he has a different sonic screwdriver. It's like flat and not round. Still makes a sound though. So that, I could see that getting on fans' nerves because they're always used to it being this round cylinder. Yeah. How's it going to fit into the keyhole of the TARDIS? It's built a certain way to do certain things, but whatever. Russell T. Davies got this shit. Yo, he got this. But I wonder though, like, you know, I don't have a problem with the Doctor being, like I said a long time ago, with it being a woman or any kind of other race than the average just white person, or Caucasian, I guess. As long as there's a story there, as long as you know, okay, that is the Doctor. Judy is our Doctor now. So, you know, people are gonna have to get over that. But as long as you give us a story that is Doctor Who, that invokes the spirit of the Doctor, you know, kind of thing. And it isn't about just an agenda to say, okay, well, he does this. Because there's a scene in, like, the trailer for the next episode of him wearing, like, a skirt and dancing in a bar or plays or whatever. I don't know. I mean, do we have to have that? I mean, it's part of his personality. I guess we'd have to because they're introducing a character. But is it going to be more of, like, just things that aren't really necessary to the episode? You know, I mean, I can't wait until they go someplace where it's outlawed for him to wear a shirt, kind of thing, and then they turn it into something completely different. You know, instead of that, it's like, oh, I can't be bare chested and whatever. Maybe they'll have an episode, and it sucks to say it, but like of a slavery type thing, where now since the Doctor's black, I mean, will they go to that? I mean, I guess like with Jodie's Doctor, they did have like Indians in it, India people, and that may have been like a thing for people, but it wasn't for me. I mean, I didn't have a problem with the Master being played by a guy, you know, from India. But I do see that Shooty guy does have like the energy that could be portrayed as a Doctor. So give him a shot. You know, I'm gonna give him a shot. I like the introduction these days of the TARDIS. That's pretty good. The music I think could be more of like the back in the day stuff, you know, where it's that, but it's like it's cool. It's got me wanting to like make more 3D renders myself, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna watch the Christmas special because I think we're not getting another one next Saturday, so it's gonna be Christmas. What is next Saturday? If this past one was 9, so you had crap. Okay, yeah, you add 7, so that's like 16. Right? Right? So then nothing until Christmas. And it looks like, according to the trailer, it's going to be like goblin type things that live in pirate ships that sail in the clouds. Right? With a new companion, learning everything all over again. I wonder how long he'll be the Doctor, though. Like, you know, Tennant coming back temporarily, you know, that's not very long. Of course, as with Christopher Eccleston, whenever he became the Doctor, I mean, we don't know how long he was previous, like number 8 to 9, right? I mean, everyone assumed, and I guess it could be true, that he had just regenerated, and that was his first time out of the TARDIS since then. I mean, it was 8 to 8.5 to 9. That's the pecking order. Did I dump those? Yeah, because what do we have? 8. Then we had that Hurt dude, the guy that's name is Hurt, playing the war doctor. Then we had call for support. Okay, did I not get anything? Wait a minute. Do I have? I don't even have like anything to call for. Why don't I have anything? Oh, it's there, but it's not there. That's weird. I didn't see it. Usually it's listed down here at the bottom. Is it somewhere else? Oh, it was up there. Okay, so I have like a spot right there that I didn't look at. All right. I don't know what used to be there. Maybe I should create more green screen renders for people. Trying to style it off of the current TARDIS. It's not really that difficult to create a new TARDIS. I made 2 of them. Just redress it for depending on which one's which. Just change up the textures. Because it's pretty much the same build, I think. Which is really odd, like, if you go back and you watch Doctor Who, you watch, like, the first episode in 1963 with William Hartnell, and that TARDIS, in my mind right now, I don't know if I'm just wishful thinking, or wishful imagining, I don't guess. Oh, I gotta remember what I'm doing. I'm getting too far thinking into something else. Oh. But his TARDIS, I believed, looked more like the TARDIS we're used to seeing now. Versus, and it's like 1 and 2, whenever, let's say, okay, we'll just do numbers then. First and second Doctor, right? They have the same TARDIS. The third one, it changed to this slender, more smaller, it seemed. And that went through 3, 4, I think 5. But it's like the TARDIS outside changed. Why am I in a running position with those? That's weird. And then we like kind of, what was it, the USA movie back in the day with the 7th and 8th Doctor. I think they draw it more toward that because that's the evolution of the TARDIS's exoskeleton. I'll say the look of it, and I want to say it's based off of the first one, or more of the first one. The first time we saw the TARDIS. Of course, I could be misremembering. That happens a lot. I'd have to go back and look at that episode. Alright, if you've made it this far, what's the answer to the universal question? What the flux is going on? And will the Doctor ever go back to his original dimension or universe whenever he was a child? Because now that's part of it, killing off all the history we've known. Well, it hasn't really killed it, has it? Everyone says it has. It's retconned the original pecking order or whatever like that. But has the Doctor ever actually, been confirmed as not, being not from there, even though history says he has now, according to Chibnall's redoing of whatever? I mean, to us, it's still the first Doctor. It's the first time William Hartnell could be the first group of that, like the offshoot. Whenever, say, you had the Timeless Child. That's what it was called, the Timeless Child. And after all that, discovering this Timeless Child could regenerate, and then they copy this information into their own, to the Gallifreyans, and turn them into Time Lords by, the Timeless Child / that original Doctor or whatever, or the first one before the first one, the pre-Doctor. I don't know, the negative Doctor. We'll do like the timeline type stuff, right? Yeah, 'cause we're counting down and then we count back up when we get to Hartnell. That's what it is. Um, he wasn't a Time Lord, but he can just regenerate. The only reason the Time Lord's a Time Lord is not just because of the reason he can regenerate and he's Gallifreyan, but he also has the ability to time travel, right? So the Timeless Child didn't have a TARDIS, so it didn't time travel, or did it just physically able to travel through time? I don't know. Why that only lit up a little bit and now not doing a little ball? I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of confusing, but it kind of makes some sense in a way. Like, if you include the Timeless Child as the Doctor Who canon that people don't want it to be. I mean, it's part of it's on-screen Doctor Who, so now it's got to be canon. And it's not, in my eyes, it doesn't retcon the original Doctor, because it's only after he became a so-called Time Lord is whenever Hartnell, right? But then you think, okay, wait, what about the lady from before Hartnell? Well, will we ever get into that information? I mean, like I said, it could be grouped. You know, like Hartnell's Doctor is in a certain group of when the Doctor regenerates. So, mind wiped or whatever kind of stuff like that, or not really wiped, but pocket watched. You know, because that pocket watch thing is still inside the TARDIS somewhere, right? They can always go back and revisit that. But it's like our batch of Doctor Who is. Why do I keep clicking on that? Yeah, it's our batch of Doctor Who, which is Hartnell and all that. Big whenever he became a Time Lord versus was the previous one actually a Time Lord per se? You know? And I'm talking about the not Jodie Whittaker, but you know the other one, the Black Lady Doctor. I mean, was she a Time Lord then, or was she did she just have like the original TARDIS and drifting around not as a Time Lord, but as whatever species she is, just with the TARDIS, and then all of a sudden may get captured, or her, it was just like in some sort of a thing, right? I can't remember. It's like I blocked that memory. And whenever she became William Hartnell Doctor, that's whenever he was like actually a Time Lord, Gallifreyan Time Lord kind of thing, like under the jurisdiction of them. So that's the first offshoot, I guess. I don't know. We can only see like stuff in the future, right? If we all live long enough to watch it. I don't know who would answer it though. I don't know. Am I making any sense at all? Or am I just blathering about random shit? I don't know either. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it in my head, but I've kind of lost a lot of the details because there not being that much Doctor Who within the year and all that to keep the memory going, kind of thing. I'm looking back in my head because it was something like, was it Jodie Whittaker's Doctor was turned into the Angel to go back to wherever this agency was, kind of thing. That her the negative Doctor, I don't know. We'll put -1, 0. I don't know. It's sometimes to me it's easier just to put a number with them instead of trying to figure out what order the doctors are, like who's the doctor doing what. Unless you've watched them physically on television, and you're like, oh, that's the fourth Doctor because it's Tom Baker kind of thing. You know, kind of situation. But yeah, I guess that would be Doctor Zero, the 0th Doctor, because I don't know like when that one would have even become a Time Lord and been, they figured out the physiology or whatever of the Timeless Child's species or ability to regenerate, and they locked it down to only the 12, but not really. I don't know. They copied that ability onto themselves, according in Chibnall's thing, from the pre-Doctor, the zero the one before Hartnell Doctor. Before that was even okay. Before the one before zero Doctor. So previous is there like more other Doctors? Are we counting down from our Doctor now, from 15? I mean, to go so far and then all of a sudden it's like it just reverses. That's what I was thinking at one time, but I was rolling. Let's see if we can bounce off of this one here and get a little kill to count. Yeah, because I'm getting myself confused by talking about Doctor Who. Sometimes I can follow along, but with Chibnall's run, it screwed with my head, I guess. Nope, didn't get it. Shit. Okay. I don't want to collect all their stuff. Damn it. I did not want to do that. It shouldn't allow that to happen. It should depend on how much you've done for the zone versus just being able to collect all of it. It wouldn't be that hard to program, not script, but program. It's scripting. Like keep up with how much damage has dealt from the player in certain zone or whatever, and which would allow them to pick up things, and you know, because you can kind of cheat on here and run into, like if this is almost captured, this is here, and all you have to do is come in and like shoot one enemy and run off, and I mean you can get full credit for it. I mean that should not be a thing that happens. I walked away from it too fast. Okay. Damn it. If they got rid of the swarmers, this would be a great map. The only reason I'm pissed off at the swarmers is because you can't like get behind things to block their kills because they're not supposed to be able to shoot through things, but since they're flying, they can. Is that the reason? And why is this thing still rocking back and forth? Shit, it is. Damn it. I got it locked too. Do we have we got Trader Joe right there. Look at him, right yonder. Right yonder. Let's summon the trader. Use. Probably one under red alert, will it? Can we shoot that thing? Thank you. If anything, I'd program him to shoot more in this game. Why can't I use it? A while ago I could. A while. Okay, maybe now. This shows that it worked. Okay. How much? I should be able to. Okay. Exchange, search, trajectory, spatial trajectory. Yeah, okay. God, I'm getting shot at again. That's so annoying. Lock that down so I don't get rid of it accidentally on breathe. Okay, what do we have? We have stuff I don't use. What's that? Shield generator. I don't use that. As soon as I get off of red alert, I'll be able to kill that guy. Okay. Is everybody done shooting at me so I can like do stuff? Come on, come on. Okay, good. Are you still there? Okay. Generator's repairing. How? There's nobody there. Look, it goes back. There was nobody there. This game is so freaking broken. They're shooting at invisible things. Boink, boink, boink. You piece of shit. Make sure there ain't nobody over there. Because there'll be a piece of shit for sure. Okay. Yep. Oh, crap. Line it up, line it up. Stop shooting at me when I'm doing stuff. God, that didn't even, like, register that I jumped. Make sure. Make sure. Oh, there's somebody there. Okay. I'm gonna summon this ship to shoot people. Alright. Crap. That is so annoying. There we go. Okay. Damn it. Stop shooting at me, you pieces of shit. Attack it. Attack it. Attack him. Attack him. Attack him. Attack him. Wow, I bumped it. Did I do that? Nah, nah, nah. You keep going, you little son of a bitch. Stop shooting at me. I locked it in. Okay, damn it. Stay up on top. There we go. Oh, come on. Stop shooting at me. Oh, that is so annoying. Uh-oh, I'm stuck? Seriously? Oh, damn it. Shit. I got myself stuck. I done got myself stuck. Stop shooting at me, for fuck's sake. Drop my shield. Yeah, I'm stuck. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Stuck. Stuck cannot be used in combat. Well, I'm never going to be able to use it because I can't ever get out of combat. Because shit's always going to be over here. Okay. Damn. Well, I need a nuclear bomb for this son of a bitch. Condition alert red. Come on. Okay. Stuck will attempt in 10 seconds. I hope nothing shoots at me because I think it'll cancel it. Uh-huh. See? Can't use it in combat. I'm never going to use it. I need to let myself be killed so I can respawn, apparently. because they'll keep coming back every time. Okay. Because this shield does nothing. You are under attack. So no matter what, I'm going to be under attack. This is never going to be able to be undone here. I can't get down because I've got myself stuck. Yeah. Brother. This is like the only area too that you can call for reinforcements and still be getting shot at, because this was it's got too much shit going on. Alan, I'm gonna free you. I'm gonna free Steve. Go over there to Steve though. Look after your buddy. Go over to Steve. What are you coming over here for? Shit. Oh, I'm automatically shooting stuff. Okay, neat. I'm just hoping for some damn reason. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna let myself die. Come on, keep shooting me. Keep shooting me. What the hell? Come on, damn it. World's slowest death on Star Trek Online. Welcome to another episode of Damn It. Come on, I'm not even like trying. It's like teasing. Like there's 4 of them on me now. Ugh, yawn. Can I do an animation? No, they keep shooting at me. That would be useless. Can I crouch? I sure can. That's just wild. I'm stuck right in the middle of the thing, too. That's probably why. I'm right on the border because it's like an invisible line right there. Right there! Damn it. Seriously. It's so retarded. Just gonna go ahead and just shoot you. They'll do more damage to me from down there. Stop shooting them. Stop. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Oh, seriously? All the way over here? Are you retarded? Where the hell am I? The hell, mister? Oh, yeah, because that's not captured yet. Right. Well, that shouldn't go back. If no one's over there, it'll usually stay. Stay right there. I've already used my Ketracel. Ketracel what? Ketracel? Ketracel. Boo, 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 ba-doo. Boo, 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 ba-doo, ba-doo. I can't wait for my people. I need to, though, because I'm going to need that backup. I need to have somebody to get shot at while I'm doing something else. What are y'all doing taking forever? Just run. Don't worry about those swarmers. Just come on. Come on. Alright, that'll be good for you. Come on. Oh, I need to get back to the reason... the information about Dollar General. The self-checkout. Yeah, they only want us to allow people to have 5 items on the self-checkout lanes now. Which means if you have 6 items or more, we are supposed to encourage you to use a person checkout. And then if not, we're allowed to let you continue to use the self-checkout, but we have to acknowledge the fact that we are going to be there to help you out by standing right next to you the whole time, making sure you don't steal shit. We're going to be watching you. Yeah, there was a paper today about that shit. It said, like, the register systems would be upgraded to show on the screen 5 items or less message to let the person know about it or whatever. Let the customer know that it's going to be 5 items or less. But if they still want to use the self-checkout, you know. So as soon as I read this piece of paper, we all got away from the register. Everybody went outside to smoke. So I just walked out there to just visit, because it was a shift change. You know, everyone, the morning shift leaving and evening shift showing up. So little meet and greet out there. And when we were out there, I kept glancing in from the outside of the doors because I was on the register. I was on the main register at the time, and I noticed the self-checkout lights were red, which means problem, you know. So I go over there and I look, and they've got like a receipt printed out, like they've restarted. The screen's got that sorry register closed thing, and there's 2 people standing in line, not at my register, but beyond the self-checkout, just waiting. It's like, self-checkout's not working? They goes, no. So I said, okay, let's see what happened. I log back into them, and I see the change. I'm like, oh, that's wild. We were just talking about this like about 10 minutes before, and they changed it already? Weird. God, the swarmer thing, that's such a damn problem over here, the swarmer, I swear. So yeah, if you go to a Dollar General that has the new system, be prepared to be in a long line. Okay, I gotta dump these now too. Because I got to thinking about this, and I voiced my opinion of it, you know, to everyone. That, okay, we only have so much space where the register areas are. I don't know if you've been in a Dollar General recently or anything like that. Behind the counter, I'd say it's maybe 20 feet. One way is 20 feet. Then the other way is maybe less than that, maybe 10. So it's like 10 by 20. It's like the amount of room they have back there, which you think, oh, that's pretty good. No, I'm not accounting for like counter space. You put the counter space there, it narrows down everything, but that's just the contained register area, you know. Then you have like one end of the register area where people come in at is a bottleneck area where people, when they walk in from that one side, they have no choice but to go in this little narrow area, corridor thing or whatever, and it's really stupid. I could technically could do that on this video. Nobody would mind, would they? Yeah. Let me see if I can find that. I got so much shit on my desktop. Let's see. Modify by date. It's gonna be too much to find it in such a short period of time. But anyway, it's like it narrows down. Like you go around to the area to check out, and you walk around what they call the queue line, which is where all the candy and bullshit's at. And there's maybe like a 3-foot entrance into the register area, and you can't go around it. You one at a time go through there. Some who are going to go to self-checkout, if you have 5 items or less, But if you have more than that, and Dollar General wants it this way now, well, it's going to build a line to where no one can get around that. Say somebody, 4 people back in line only has 2 things, and they can use self checkout because it's under 5 items. Well, they're stuck behind all these other people because of this narrow area you have for them to go through. I mean, no one came up, no one thought, oh, hey, wait, this is not enough room. Let's just put more bullshit right here. That's what they did. It's so stupid. It's just a moronic thing. Idiots sitting there like making all the big bucks, coming up with designs for the store layout, and people are already complaining today when I walked in there. I mean, they were like, I just only got just one thing, and I got to stand back here. I'm like, yep. I said, I was just talking about this the other day. But what do you do? You're not a voice at that company anyway. I'm not allowed to ask questions, so I can't ask anybody anything. Just got to find out the hard way with write-ups or whatever. Reminds me of somewhere else. I have the idea that since I worked at Family Dollar, I'm going to start wearing my Family Dollar name tag in there. Because I still have that one. Ooh. Timed this one just right. No, I didn't, because that little guy that teleports and shit's going to be running around. So he's going to want to come through, like, right here. I'm going to put the shield up, preventing him from coming through there. Watch. Watch. There they come. Here they come. Here they come. Look at this. Here they come. Oh, they're going to swing around. Well, look at this is the shield. Damn, I guess I should have put it back here. My own people are running into it. Well, that backfired. Damn, I was hoping that one guy. Boom, boom, boom. Whoops. Ah, look, somebody did. They put it there. Oh, that's awesome. I was going to do that too. That's what you do whenever you get tired of those bullshitters, like sneaking in for a kill and running off. You block them. The only thing is, I've blocked one person before, and they never said a word, and they kept trying to run through it. Thinking, do they have this, like, a bot or something that's doing this? Of course they may have. This game, it loves bots. Bots love it. They like to get in there. You're thinking, oh, bots aren't, they're not going to hurt the game. Oh, actually, they hurt the economy of the game, from what I understand. They get in there, they do their little exchanging bullshit, and then they take that and they make real money in the real world off of it.
Excellent work.
By getting like the Zen stuff and all that kind of stuff, to able to buy it by cheating around and shit. I don't know. It just bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me. It just does. Because I'm stupid. I'm retarded. Gold buyers, they call them, I think. Gets me more aggravated just thinking about it. Still just one instance. Wouldn't be that bad if people didn't keep capturing this shit. Because then you have to like wait to 3 fucking minutes or whatever. 2.5 minutes. Looks like I could just do stuff while it's going on. I guess, I don't know. I have no idea, mister. These things keep happening. I tried to make like it's called play.ht or whatever. It's the site that I did the text-to-speech thing where you upload a voice clone or whatever. I tried to do like a Captain Kirk Shatner one. It just didn't sound right whenever you play it back or after telling it to say some stuff. It was weird. I tried a Christopher Walken. Didn't work. Completely just sounded like somebody talking normal. And you can't have that with Christopher Walken because he's all over this place when he's talking about stuff. Christopher Walken? Who is this Christopher Walken guy? Watkins Glen. Oh, if you go to your nearest Dollar General. A seasonal toy for Christmas is fake Hulk. But he's not just Hulk, he's Franken Hulk. He's a squishy, stretchy, like a Stretch Armstrongy type thing. It's okay. It's got black hair. It's got the Frankenstein monster flat head, bolts on the side, the sewn together scalp, the face of Frankenstein's monster. It's green, and it's got purple ripped pants, shorts. Big and bulky and all that kind of stuff. It's a rip off of the Hulk. Way to go, Dollar General. Nope, you don't exist. Nope, you do not exist. Swarmers do not exist. If I believe they do not exist, they will go away. They do not exist. Bitty, bitty, bitty. Let's see. I love that shield. It's funny. It's hilarious. That shield is hilarious. Oh, goodness gracious. Christmas. I hate Christmas shopping. The whole point is like, like the people at work, right? There's so many of us there. Last year we did like a name drawing thing, and the first name I picked was my own. Of course, I said something about it, and I thought it was funny, so they made me pick another name. I should have just left it alone. And they asked me, "Whose name did you get?" And I'd be like, "I can't tell you. I can't tell any of you," kind of thing. But no, I picked my own name, and that would have been great because I don't really care to get anything, so I could have got myself nothing. But I mentioned it, so then I had to redraw a name and all that kind of crap or whatever. So we each got, a name drawn and a gift for whoever's name we drew. I'm not going to even try that joker. I'm keep on going this way. But this year they haven't done a thing like saying, "Oh, hey, you want to do a name drawing or whatever?" Okay, I guess not. Because last year was like, draw a name, but I got you this anyway, even though I didn't get your name. What's the fucking point of a name drawing then? People think I hate Christmas. I just don't like it. I don't like it because of like what it does to people, the gifting thing. People save up their money, for what they need it for, and then all of a sudden they're just wasting it on these things that no one's going to give a shit about in a few days after they get it, or maybe a month or two or whatever. You buy someone something and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome, I love it," and it gets thrown into a closet or whatever. It's a waste of money. Christmas is a waste of money. Toys for kids, yeah, sure, but they'll tear that shit up because they'll get tired of it. You need something to keep someone doing something. A project of some sort. That would be nice. That's what I had thought, because usually what I think about is something the person's going to like a memory type thing, Like the one year that my mom was talking about when Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory first came into theaters when she was in school. They each got like a candy bar with the golden ticket, and they went to go watch the movie, and it was like a moment that they loved and all this kind of stuff. So one Christmas, I went online and I found one of the golden tickets that were around back then, which was not the same kind as in the movie. Of course, it said something else. Like, I can't remember what it was, but we still have it. It's in the case with the movie right now. But I got that, and I got a reference because back then when I made this gift, I didn't have the resources available like on the internet as there are now. So I'd have to go through the movie because I had got the DVD for it, and I put it in my computer, and I'd go through it kind of like a frame by frame, or pausing it or whatever on the DVD player and capturing the image, and then from that image I worked on like creating the Wonka chocolate bar logo and the wrapper and stuff like that. printed it out, bought like a huge Hershey's because I didn't know what the Wonka bar was. Really, I read graham cracker and chocolate, but I couldn't find anything like that was that big. So I just got her a big Hershey's and I wrapped it with my own Wonka thing that I created, and gave her like the golden ticket and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the movie, and that candy bar. So it was like a memory, and she loved it. And then like a week later, we forgot all about it. That's how it happens. Well, we did watch the movie though. That's why some people don't like movies for Christmas presents because they'll watch it one time and never and say, "I'm never going to watch this again." It was good for maybe if we rented it or not. You know, I collect. Not anymore, but growing up, you save. I have cassettes, or not cassettes, VHSs of movies and stuff like Batman and all that crap. You know, and I've watched it since I had gotten it years ago, like in the early '90s when it used to be, what like okay, we'll reference Batman, right? I know I keep jumping all over the subjects and stuff. That's just the way my brain works. Get over it. But say like when Batman came out in 1989, well, month to 2 years later or whatever, not a month, but I'd say maybe 6 months to or a year to whatever, it finally come on VHS that you can rent from like a store or whatever, like not Blockbuster because those weren't everywhere at the time, but like a local video store that you would have around your neighborhood or whatever. And then eventually, like a year later, you get it where you can have home video. And it would be like a different cut down version, or not all the scenes you remember seeing would be in it. Oh, that actually counted. Wow. But yeah, I'd keep watching the movies. I got like Home Alone on VHS. I always watched that. Yay. I regurgitated in my mouth right now and it's burning. That's been happening a lot to me lately. I'm also taking twice as long doing this because I'm recording it and talking and not paying attention. Usually I have something playing in the background, like on video or whatever on the side. Okay, I did not call for reinforcements like a dumbass. Oh yeah, that made me not go into red alert mode. That's the weird thing about that in this game. Hold on, let me pay attention. Okay, I'm done. Alright, this here, back in the fight 2. Run speed, max health, all that. I use that to make my characters run faster that don't have the ability to have motion accelerator. And half the time when you press it, it won't go into red alert mode. But then sometimes it will. So it'll cancel out anything you have going on. It's so stupid. You can't decide. It's crazy. Crazy. Let's look at Gary's fleet. So we're not in Gary yet, but still. Butthole still itches. We'll say that. I like to put words together and make nonsense out of them. In 5 days, 3 hours, 12 minutes, the dilithium mine will be upgraded all the way to number 3. That'll be the first fully upgraded thing or whatever of Gary's fleet. He's so excited, he just can't hide it. He's about to lose control, and I think he likes it. Provisions. Embassy provisions. I'll get those. Maybe just 22 of them. 22. Yes. Replicate. Okay, we got that. Whatever. Right. So I always fit the bill, flip the bill, whatever you call that, the bill. I pay for the stuff using my fleet credits for things that I don't want people to have to worry about. Like if a project requires fleet credits and I have those fleet credits on Gary's fleet, I'll dump them on there because like I don't want the fleet members to have to waste their fleet credits on stuff like that. Like these special projects that happen where it's like you throw away your fleet credits. No, we're not doing that shit. Ever since I took over this fleet from level 0 from that other guy that didn't do anything with it, I'm like, no, we're not going anywhere with that. We're not going to do these special freaking projects that waste dilithium and all that. Not until the fleet gets to 85, which is the 100% mark or whatever. Only then will we be doing like the decoration bullshit, the make it look nice thing, but projects will still continue. Because I have it like, what is it? My Michael Myers character on here. The fleet it's in, you can't hardly get a hold of anyone. And they only have one thing running all the time, and it's always full. You can't reach out and say, hey, you can't go to Discord and message them or anything because no one's there. You're thinking, well, why don't you leave the fleet? Well, when you put so much into one of these things, you don't want to just leave out because you can still get stuff. You just can't build up the fleet credits to get it because there's no projects going on. But you donate all the time to these things. It's just no one's there to start them up. And that's one of my things that I was, like, I always said if ever I got a fleet, I'm going to keep it going. Like, even if it's at 100%, going to give everybody the opportunity to continue to gain from it. If someone says, hey, can I jump on a fleet to do whatever? But like, sure, whatever, fuck, who cares? Alright, where's everybody at? Are y'all randomly just hiding or something? That ought to get your attention. Don't get too close. Don't shoot them, you dumbasses. Okay. Anyway, getting back to Christmas gifts for people and stuff like that. Like the Willy Wonka thing, memories, something constructive, that someone can enjoy, that they may needing stuff, versus just something to say, here, I got you something for Christmas, and it's like a piece of wood with their name carved in it. Oh, hey, thanks. No, that's not useful. I guess it could be useful if you're gonna, prop a door open that keeps shutting. I don't know. Or if they like that kind of thing, well, go for it. Whatever you like. But no, like a tool set that would be handy. If say they, had to work on something small. Like my mom, since she had an outdoors store, fishing and hunting outdoors type stuff, and other whatever. She would work on rods, reels for people, fishing reels and things of that nature. So it was always good to get her like screwdrivers and stuff, and little sets of things and tools to help, throughout the years and replace and whatnot. Stuff like that. And so I don't know, like the people that I work with, I don't know what I could potentially get them that's helpful and they'd appreciate, instead of just saying, okay, well, it was a good idea, but I don't really care, kind of thing. And I've already been told that they got me a gift, whoever they are. I wish they didn't, because everybody always asks me, what do you want for Christmas? I said, nothing. Peace and quiet. Just be left alone. I mean, one day it's going to be a fact, though. Like, if I live long enough, it's not going to happen. But you, because I have a bad liver, and it ain't getting no better. It's getting worse, and it reminds me every day now. Garlic helps, reduces inflammation. Makes it harder to work. Going to the bathroom gets harder now. Everything. Dying sucks. Whatever though. Anyway, get back to Christmas. Yeah, I don't know what to get people. I don't even know what to get my mom. Anybody in my family, anybody else, kind of thing. Nothing. And I don't know if it's because it's like I'm narcissistic. I don't really think. Like if if something comes up in my head, it's like, I've needed to clean up a mess kind of thing. But as I'm in the middle of cleaning the mess up, if I get like this idea of something creative, constructive that would be beneficial to a need of some sort, I'll quit what I'm doing with the cleanup thing and do that instead. It's the same thing I do at work, pretty much. We're like, since we're stuck having to do that whole recovery starting exactly at 4 p.m., you can't do anything else. But then you see stuff that's kind of like needs attention, and you're like, I really want to work on that instead, kind of thing, I really want to get that freight out. I want to do this. Sometimes you can. Well, we got the ad out today. The ad that was supposed to be completely put out yesterday. But the associate I work with was like, hey, can I work on the ad? I'm like, yeah, sure, go for it. So I ended up helping them on it. And I'm supposed to be the one in charge. I'm not an in charge type person, nor am I really that much of a follower. I just don't care, really. That's why Peter Gibbons from Office Space is my hero. It's not that I'm lazy, it's that I just don't care. I always like that saying. It's so true. I guess it's true that I must be narcissistic. It's not that I just think about myself, though. I do think of others, but I get distracted by my own problems. And I don't know if it's because I think I'm borderline Asperger's, which is an offshoot of, being autistic. I guess it's in the autism family, and it just feels that way because I've researched like the symptoms and not side effects. The side effects from being Asperger. The symptoms of it, and I'd match like pretty much a 90 some odd % range, which means I'm not a person. I'm just this thing that has a mind that thinks, and I don't interact socially, so I'm not like everyone else. Someone can remark on something or whatever, or an idea of theirs, and this emotionally charged idea of some sort, and I don't understand it. It's like 50 Shades of Grey. I still don't understand that movie. What was the point of it? Yeah, and I've always talked about it too, just several times whenever I'm playing around in a game or whatever, or even on here. I think I've mentioned it thousands of times. No, that's an exaggeration. You understand? 2 equals 1,000. About like not understanding that damn movie. What's so fucking ever? So you have this guy who's into this bondagey type or whatever, dominatrixy, submissive something or another, and you have this woman who's reporting or having a news article or interview with the guy, and she's curious as to his lifestyle. You're like, okay. Well, he shows her some of the lifestyle, and she gets somewhat emotional. I'm thinking, and what? I mean, this is what he told you. Why are you thinking it's different? It doesn't make sense to me. This movie just doesn't make sense. Nothing happens in the movie. It's just a bunch of talking. He shows her, and she's like, "Oh no, not this," kind of bullshit. I think in like one of the movies, a car chase for like 2 seconds. I don't know. Those movies, I just don't get them. I don't know if it's a chick thingy, like they always talk about chick flick, but in some movies, they grab you. I rewatched what movie? I don't know what the damn title of the movie is, but it's the Lonely Bones girl, the one that plays in that one movie. She also plays in this other movie I was watching where aliens or they call themselves souls, put themselves in the bodies of people, and people get like kidnapped and they put them in there and they live out. But this one that tried to take over this girl's or implanted into this girl, the girl was fighting back or whatever and turned the alien good, or I don't know. And I don't even know where I was going with that story, but I liked it. It made a lot of sense. Of course, it's science fiction that strikes the thing with me. I don't know that I could just watch anything else. I've been trying to find movies to watch. Like after I play this game and try to wind down to go to bed, I'm like, what can I watch for like an hour and a half, 2 hours to just sit back and just relax, and I can't find shit. I go on like YouTube and I try to find the free with ad movies that are there, and some of them are okay, and others are just a bit too old, you know? Like I want something recent and in a certain genre and all this kind of stuff, and I just can't find it. So then I turn on like the Roku, and I'm looking on there, and I can't find shit on that either, you know? Yeah. You have all this stuff to watch, there's not one damn thing to watch. Isn't that crazy? I mean, you think like, I don't know about y'all or anybody watching that's not really watching, because I know no one's watching. No one's listening to this bullshit. I can see in the analytics thing. It'll say like the average duration of when people watch. Have a bar there showing like what part and what peaked in the video, and it always shows like the first 2 or 3 minutes, and that's it. Nobody's watching after that. If you are, you have it in the background, and you don't really understand what I'm talking about. You just hear me talking, and it calms you. I don't know why. So I've been told it puts people to sleep, and that's a good thing. Sleep. I'm not sure. That's what Kev says. Remember, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know who Kev is. College guy. That because the other videos, when I was streaming, yeah, he said, I just like to listen to you because you put me to sleep. And I said, well, I'm sorry. He goes, well, no, it's a good thing because I always find it hard to sleep. It's like, huh. All right, well. Yeah, but just finding stuff to watch. Like, okay, anyway, getting back to, because I'm jumping all over the place because I'm stupid. But getting back to whenever you were like younger and stuff. Like whenever I was younger, there were maybe the basic channels, ABC, NBC, CBS, the main VHF channels. Then you had your UHF channels, which are like Fox and PBS or whatever, And that was pretty much it. So you were stuck watching whatever, unless some people, when cable came available, then they could get cable and watch like MTV and all this other stuff, and some movie channels if you got a satellite dish or something like that. And I just noticed as time went on and more channels came out, there was less content to watch that was worth watching. Like you grow up just watching certain things at certain hours. Like, I don't know about you, or y'all, but whoever's not listening. But whenever I got out of school during the 90s, late 80s, because that's the 80s and 90s when I went to school, they just have like the evening cartoons you can watch after you've like got all your homework done or not. And you kind of get used to just watching that kind of stuff, It's like years and years before that, like in say the 70s or whatever, whenever Flipper, 60s, 70s, something, I don't know. When Flipper came out, people, that's what they watched, the Partridge Family, all that kind of stuff. That's all they had. And now we have all this crap and people that can barely act. Or back in the day, they were theoretical actors that actually emoted and all that kind of stuff and had passion. Now it's like they're reading from a cue card off stage, like Christopher Walken on Saturday Night Live. You ever watch that? Like anything Walken, whenever he's on Saturday Night Live, it's clearly he's like reading from a cue card and doesn't know like how to put the sentence, so he's just reading. How dare you, kind of thing. Why do you talk to me that way? I don't understand the question. I can't do a Walken right now. My throat hurts. I could never really do one before. But, yeah, because I've been coughing. Oh, yeah. Winter Wonderland. What's going on? Cones of contact. Oh, that we get in 2 minutes. Let's do that. Got to figure out which instance is going to be doing it, though. There's more going on today, I guess. Nope. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full maps. The rest of them are just low numbers, pretty much. Yeah. Nothing much going on. A few 20s and stuff like that, but others stragglers. This one right here is running. Does it have feline? Yeah, feline charm, frost boots. Winter tribble. I've noticed that the black alert tribble or any of the mycelial tribble actually affect run speed on this map. I wonder if they've fixed it to where when you're racing that doesn't happen. I have yet to do a race or a recipe with Neelix. I just don't really care. It's crazy, isn't it? Okay, only 4 of us here. No, that is not going to work. Oh, there's more. Okay. Let's see what happens. Son of a bitch. I have a tickled throat and scratchy and all that kind of shit. Cold weather. It was like, depending on where you are in the world, I can't do the translation or whatever. 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which I can't remember which is what. Is it 30 something? I can't. I don't know. But and then all of a sudden it's like cold. Amto, you are talking local. All of chat can't see you. Here, we took over their territory and built a town, and now we can't do nothing about it. Can you help us, mister? Mister? That's Captain James Tiberius Kirk. The look-alike. Except the hair's not just right. The toupee. Or not toupee. Cramp 4, 2 cramp, 2 cramping. 5, the final cramping. 6 on strange cramp. I don't get it. I came in at the wrong time and people are talking about something that I do not understand. Yay.
We need to activate our
We
village
need to
battery.
activate
We need to build a
this
snow
village.
conian, collect ice and syrup, and deliver it to the town
Can't
center.
use our weapons, but we can melt shit with it. Why are you shooting at me? Give me a chance to melt some candy over here. So it allows me to shoot at them when they're not active yet? Okay. Mister? That's insane, mister. I don't believe it. I knew the rules. I knew what I was supposed to do, but I didn't. I couldn't. I was compelled to stay. Compelled to disobey. Duh. Ah, man. I just got to thinking in my head about whenever I just came across... Because when I was watching those reaction videos on YouTube... Again, I'm going to mention that reaction video. There was this one that's like... girl watches first episodes or whatever, or selected episodes of Star Trek, the original series. I was like, okay. So then, like, when I watched that, and this girl watched it because they wanted her to watch Wrath of Khan. Of course, you can't watch Wrath of Khan without watching the Khan episode first, you know, kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah, so that's when I saw this one dude was commenting and reacting to certain episodes. I was like, all right, and I watch it, and the dude's asking all these questions about, wow, I didn't know they had such good graphics back then. And he's watching the remastered version of Star Trek. The CGI ships that they came out with, the new effects and stuff. And he's like, can someone out there tell me, is this what they had or is this remastered? Well, I can understand. I guess the guy had never seen the show before. But... you know, if you look at it, and if you've even watched something from back then, you know. I think one of them even asked the question, like, did Star Trek get their influence from Star Wars? I'm thinking, dude, Star Trek was before Star Wars. What the fuck? Hi ho, mister. Hi ho, Ladario. I hate that gingerbread mayor button being right there. Pisses me off. 'Cause you can accidentally, like, tap it. Yay, they've got cramp puns. Anal cramps. Maybe that'll shut them up. Now this is story all about how life got flipped on upside down. When I was watching those reaction videos, though, I look on the side, you know, like for stuff, and for some reason it was just paranormal, like That's Impossible channel, I think is what it's called, where this guy with an accent is has video clips of stuff that he's found. Watch this.
The
At
Snow Overlord is attacking. Whoa,
Can I just
did
call
see
you Vandrus? I never see that lady. But anyway, this one, he's like gets clips, videos out there that are supposed to be paranormal and stuff, and you can obviously tell that nothing's paranormal in these things, and he's just trying to make money off other people's videos and bullshit. He goes, "Wow, did you just see that? Let's watch that."
Oh no.
Or
The
did
Snow
you just
Overlord
hear
is about to
that?
run up our
And you
buildings.
you look back through the videos and stuff, or the clip or whatever they have, and it's nothing. Like there was just one. The guy said, "Watch very carefully. Do dogs are they have the ability to see ghosts or some shit or whatever?" And this dog's barking at nothing, pretty much. You know, dogs do that. They bark at a rock not moving. I don't know. It just happens. But and as when the dog like runs past a sheet of paper on the floor, the the view of it's kind of, you know, goes after the dog, so you don't actually see the whole piece of paper, but you see this shadow, that sharp shadow, which then he's like, "Did you just see that? It looks like a hand tried to slap the dog, but it's a shadowy
We've lost
hand."
another
We're
building.
like, well, if you look at it really close, that's just the dog kicking up the air because he's the updraft of it while he's running by the paper, and it's just getting a shadow from the paper flipping up. I mean, it's what it is, and of course, the guy should have known this. I mean, but whatever. I think the guy's just trying to get some bullshit going on. It says, and then there's this mountain that looks like a door this guy put on the TikTok. Like, okay, well. Yeah. Says, and then whenever like they had a person climb up to where this supposedly giant entrance to the giant
Stop
people
the Snow
or
Overlord
whatever,
before he freezes
they knock
another
on it. It
building.
sounds like someone's hitting rock with their hand. He goes, "Did you just hear that? It sounded hollow." Like, no, it sounded like a rock. People. It's like that slapped ham guy. You ever watch that shit? It's just a bunch of bullshit. "I'm slapped ham, and I have a problem talking." No, I'm kidding. I'm making up that thing.
You did it. You helped to
I
defeat the
did
Snow
it. I
Overlord.
did it. I defeated the Snow Overlord. Matrix Reloaded.
Thank you for your help. The villagers would like
Yep, there it is. Daily winter progress. When that dude Murdoch's was on earlier, oh, you can't see it from now, but he was just getting back into the game. Like, you know, he's got all these ships and stuff. It's like thousands of dollars worth of money been spent in this game by him, buying Zen, buying ships, all that kind of shit.
Treat to try?
And he's just getting back into it, or on a different computer, because this is like toasted, and you know, he's having to work off on like a laptop and all that. And he's asking me, like, what do you do in the event to get daily credit? I'm thinking, well, you go to events, because the guy was playing the game before I ever was. You go to the seasonal winter, and it lists him there. I said codes of conduct, and then he's like, well, you know, he participated in that and didn't get any daily credit. I'm thinking, well, that's weird. I mean, it's been working for me. I mean, but I don't know. It just doesn't work for everybody, I guess. But let's see, defeat Terran's ground, repair hull space. Now, is that real repair? Or is that fake repair? Let's see. Repair hull to yourself or allies while in space during combat. Okay. Let's test this out. Always like to go to Mega Marks. And then the conduit, because people seem to like to play the conduit. Yep, there it is. Now, I always have trouble out of this repair hull or shields stuff. Like, you can click on the shield repair or whatever, or hull repair, and it not do a damn thing. I don't know if anybody else has ever had that happen. You can do two things. Shooting dies and interrupt F. I'm gonna be real with you. I know it doesn't do anything. I've been grinding bubbles for hours, and I'm just now pretending to help. At least that person right there is being... Actually, if anyone didn't notice, whenever you do fight the Snow Overlord, and you shoot him, one little hit point does come off. Maybe a few, but nothing major to actually do any damage. That's what the Snow Conian's for. He's the one that does the damage. You just clear the way for him and refuel him. That's all you're doing.
The situation is grim.
But there's more. However, those who have AoE damage ability on whatever weapons they have, the area of effect, you can shoot the Snow Overlord, and the area of effect can kill the snow men. Yeah. So that could be a reason why you shoot. Dude, I haven't been to the winter invasion to go up against the abominable snowman. He glitches on here something fierce. Can make you slow down too for some damn reason. Who in the hell knows why? I want to be shot at, mister. That's the captain of the ship here. God, will they ever put the original Borg ships back in this game, for fuck's sake? I'm tired of seeing these fake Borg ships. And people can drive these around now, fly them or what the fuck ever. I don't want one of them. I want a Borg cube. Stop changing Star Trek. Stop changing the core of Star Trek. Like I was talking about on Doctor Who, you know, leave some stuff, you know. They're coming up with their own thing, I understand, but don't just apply it to every damn thing and do away with your original stuff. I mean, why are the spheres here? Why can't they be ovals, you know, ovals? Rectangle ships or some shit. Alright, I'm not hardly getting any damage here. I should have dropped my shields. Is there anybody in, let's see. Nope. I was going to try to help others, but I don't see any damage happening to them. Oh, this guy here, this Ted guy. Where's he at? Am I getting closer? Yeah. Okay. I'm close to Ted. Is that you, mister? Is that you, Mr. Ted? That's not enough significant amount of damage, though. There, that's some. Okay, cool. Yeah, that worked. Alright. That gave me 9,000, 28 seconds. That additional to 13. At least that's working. Sometimes it doesn't. I need to go get in an explosion so I can cure myself that way too. Ah, the cube. Bring me the cube. This ought to do it for me. This ought to do it right here. Get close enough and just start wailing on the ship, and then the ship fights back and kills me every time. Oh, Ted dude. I need to, like, where the hell are you? Oh, yeah, hell me. What the fuck? Oh, that actually did work. Nice. It's working today. I think the shield one is the one that doesn't work all the time, which I find really, really weird. Really, really, really weird. Huge, huge. Oh, get in the destruction zone so I can lower that down. Yeah, get in the middle of it. There we go. It should be an explosion. There we go. That didn't knock me down too much, though, did it? Shit. Oh, but I got it, though, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, 36. I'm going to have to do something else for damage. Leave map now. Hull integrity. Wow. Wow. I am not going to care about that ship whatsoever fucking ever. Give me Star Trek and stop giving me just random bullshit. What we got going on? Intelligence disaster. Assimilate the barbarians. We'll go to that. But we're going to also throw the shields away. Unequipped. Aegis. Aegis stuff sells pretty good on the exchange. We'll start building back up on that. Let's go faster. A little bit faster, please. Faster. Damn it. Too far. Reverse thrusters, mister. I guess nobody watched the whole audio part of the commentary or thing from the other video of the bot thing with fake Donald Trump, because I put in there like certain things, like if you watch it and listen, he'll demand like 4x speed, and I have it going "Aye aye Captain" from SpongeBob. That's one of the audio things. Another one is Scotty going "Aye sir," and then at the very end it's a horse neighing or whatever and riding off into the distance. But nobody commented, so I guess nobody watched it. One day I'm going to figure out this YouTube shit. And when that day comes, I can guarantee I probably won't be on YouTube. 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 No, you. No, you. Kill him too fast. No. No. Dude. I could have totally... Yeah, that's a better idea. Hold on. Patros within the briars. Because they like that gas can explode around you. That'll help. Horse shit. Ugh. Sorry. Tourette's. No, I'm kidding. I don't have Tourette's. Tourette's. Yay, it's already past midnight. It is currently 12:36/35, depending, because I have an analog clock on the wall. I can read it. It must be magic. A lot of kids can't do that shit anymore. It's like when you say 1800 o'clock or whatever. They're like, what? 6 o'clock in the evening.
I'm picking up signals from automated.
This little thing that's like to destroy shit.
Is
that the Mokai come after us? Let's have the Mokai come after us. That's a better idea than sitting around waiting for the gas to kill us.
Shutting that thing down.
Shutting that thing down. Yeah. Sometimes I imagine that I would like to be. Oh, come on, you let me. Let's try to destroy this shit.
Watch it. Mokai attacks.
I hope they dropped out a cloak, and I hope they destroy my ass. Ah, come on, do better damage than that. Okay, yay. Yay, got it. Okay, bye. Let's see if I can outrun them instead of like, yeah. Impossible shot. Impossible shot. Yep, mission status, whatever. Who gives a shit? When it comes to endeavors, I don't care to finish it. I don't care to finish the project in hand. Some people would say, well, you would get this. I don't care. Okay, that brought it up to right there. 7,659. 7,659. Alright. So, defeat Terran's ground. What do I have at Conflictus, Discovery, Transwarp? I'm going to rely just on my away team because I don't want to have to re-equip the weapon. I may have one equipped though. Don't know. I don't know. Don't know. What's it like to have a life?
Welcome to the IS. Yeah.
Oh yeah? Well,
No.
I've got leads for you, mister. I'm gonna pretend like I'm shooting you. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I'm shooting your ass. Let's put it on first person, fake first person mode, like console first person. Or where's the ultimate targeting thing?
Hello. Welcome aboard the
Oh,
Discovery.
hello.
As you can see, things
Oh my. Hello. Oh my.
Huh. Sounds like our guests.
Die.
Warm welcome.
Hee hee.
Look out! They're still alive.
Yeah, you said that when you were unconscious. I'm gonna poke my finger at this wall and see what happens. Poke, poke, poke. Okay. Don't care to see that.
Weapons at highest setting. Open fire.
Fire, mister. Okay, yeah, that should finish him off automatically. Yep. Run away. What about what's her name in the torture thing? Who gives a shit?
Kill them. Kill them now. Kill them or I'll kill you.
Blah, 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 blah. I really wish when you call for security in your TO or original series costumes, they'd wear costumes like that too. That would be so awesome. There's an Aegis Cavariate shield. Let's see if I can build another engineering one. Nope, got a bunch of stuff I gotta get for that one. Details can be created. 10 seconds / 50 seconds. We'll do that. Back up. Click back into it. Get that. Restock on those. Back into it again. Details. First thing. Go for it. Just keep making Aegis stuff. Because since I've been Gary the Klingon on his trying to get his fleet up more, I've been doing the whole like re-rolling of characters thing. So whenever a character gets used up, like I've gotten all their stuff off of them that I want to get and I want to like re-roll them, I'll go into the research and development stuff that they have and just dump all that into the fleet. Well, in doing that, I've collected like a lot of these rarer type things that are used to create project stuff on here. So I thought, why not make the Aegis stuff that I used to make, like these things, warp core, warp field regulators and stuff. I mean, they're given away pretty much by the rerolls because all the recruiting things that you've done for people, like your temporal recruit, the Delta recruit, the recruits that you have that you can get. They can dump all that kind of stuff on there, and its account unlocked, so you can just transfer it between everybody. So why not do that? Why not just throw it off to somebody else? Go ahead and collect that. Back in research development, engineering, ages, 20 hours. And I have no idea where the hell I got all these catalysts from, but they come in handy. Inventory. Inventory. Let's put that back on the ship. Rare. Yep. Nope. Yep. Okay. Where's the other one at? I already got that for... Okay, it's on a different character. I remember now. I remember. So we made all this Aegis stuff. Aegis. Fully upgrade all that. Guarantee like at least 20 million to 30 million, right, on the exchange. Which is not bad. Especially if you upgrade it with free upgrades. Where you don't have to, like, you know, go through the old way of the basic updating with the lithium shit. Mister. Alright, we need to go back to Winter Wonderland. Because I want to do some duty officer stuff there to get ornaments that I don't have to... Yeah, I'm not going to spend enough time, really, in Winter Wonderland. I just don't feel it. I just don't feel like doing it. Not like I used to. I used to like be in this thing all damn day. Remember the first year I've discovered it? As if I'm the first one. No. The first year I played it, I was like on it all the damn time, collecting all these ornaments and stuff. Getting like just bushels and bushels of peas out of it. But now I'm like, yeah. I can understand, like, you know, like I mentioned it before, like, you know, I'm watching one of the Trizander's videos back in before last year or the year or last year anyway, and them asking why aren't you like in this, why aren't you at Ryza, why aren't you there, and he's had enough because you do so much and you're just not in it, you know, like you got other things to do, you got so many other characters, I guess you just don't. I miss the interaction with the people on here. And that I just don't see that this year for some reason. Like I can go into an instance. Where am I at right now? I'm currently in with 19 other players and stuff, and they're doing what? Fist of the Klingon ice fishing's coming up soon. And I don't know if they're there. I've been you know, helping people figure out how to do stuff, you know, that they don't know how to do. You can still like do the fake ice skating thing. What was it? Holding down control, direction, or shift. It was shift, yeah. Hold down shift in a direction with jump, and you can do stuff like that all the damn time. Time to fish. I would do this with Gary the Klingon, but now I don't want to have to go back and forth with that. There's nothing. Somebody actually remembered it. Like yesterday when I was playing on here, I was playing as myself, which is this character. Call it myself. It's not. It looks nothing like me because it's supposed to be like a version of James Kirk. But they recognized my name and they said, "Where's Gary the Klingon? Is he going to be coming through this year?" And I said, "Oh yeah, he can." Well, I got him on here, and that guy, everybody left, and some people said, "Oh, it's Gary from last year. Do you still have all those damages all over and the injuries?" So Gary always stays in character. So he tell him about his adventures and stuff like that, and had to reintroduce himself to other people that had never heard of Gary before. And people were mocking Gary, so they didn't give a shit about the story of Gary that I created. So I'm like, whatever. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna bring you back in here then. Old MacDonald had molasses. They say like this was going to last until the 4th or 5th of January. Ta-da! And for my next ass, I looked through a lot of the new stuff you can get on here, and it's nothing really major. It's sad. You get like a ship, of course, duh. But it's like endothermic or endo something or well, I can't remember. But it's like the training manual with a kit module, and then something else of that same nature. Which way is he gonna go? Which ways? Which way? Gonna be over here. Okay. Prepare for battle. Bitty bitty bitty. Okay, Muck. You son of a bitch. Tweaky, you son of a bitch's whore. Auto fire. Are we not gonna shoot? Okay. I had to get him started again. They get all choked up and stopped for some reason. I pressed the 1 and 2 keys, which are associated with these here, on my keyboard, so maybe that's why. I want to get one of them backlit type keyboards that have the letters lit up. Even though I can do it freehand, you know, because I know how to type, but it would just be cool, I guess. Be in the dark and have that lit up down there. Down there. If you're from the South, you say down there. One of the new hire at work asked me if I've ever been like to New York or something because I have an accent. It sounds like that. I'm thinking, no, I don't. I'm from down here, around this area right here. North Louisiana, South Arkansas. It's just that I don't just, I guess, fit in. I don't mingle with the natives kind of situation. Maybe a long time ago, but you watch like videos of stuff, you hear people speak in a certain way, I guess you gotta just develop your own thing. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. So I mock everything. I mock everybody. You know, that's a thing. There is not one area around the world that I probably wouldn't make fun of. I make fun of myself all the damn time. Insult myself. Because I don't care. It's not for humor. It's just something that just happens. I mean, everybody says, "Oh, you're funny." You know, you make us all laugh and things like that. I mean, well, I don't mean to do that. It just happens. I'm trying to make myself laugh, which happens all the time. I'll have an idea just stretch across my head. It's like there's somebody else living inside my head, and they'll come up with a funny thing to do, and I'm thinking, "Oh, that's hilarious. Let's do that." It's like the demon that lives inside me. I don't know if you believe that sort of shit. I gotta say, he's got a funny sense of humor. That's all I gotta say. It's corrupting you slowly. You're gonna go to hell. And? Well, I better get used to it then. Bring on the pain and suffering. Because I once proposed a theory a long time ago, like when I was younger, about hell. Because everyone was always like, you know, well, hell's like the opposite of heaven. And I said, well, what's heaven then? What's heaven like, you know? And they're like, well, it's warm and loving and bright and all this kind of stuff. I said, okay, so if it's warm, what's the opposite of warm, since hell's supposed to be that? So that would be cool/cold. So, and there's the expression when hell freezes over. So hell would be dark. And if it's fiery, the hottest form of fire would be a blue-white color. So, so what you're saying is it's freezing in hell. And people, you're in pain because it's dark and there's no light and stuff. But it's depicted as having flames and bullshit like that, and lava, right? So make up your damn mind. So someone says, "What have you died and gone to hell before?" It's like, no, but it's the most logical sense. If you're going to say it's an actual place that's opposite of one or the other, then hello, you know. You can't just say I mean, the temperature can't just rise because you can be burned by being cold. So it just makes sense to me. And then he's like all those controversial type things like they died and went to hell. What'd they see? They saw this, this or that. They saw whatever the hell they were going to see. It's all up in the head kind of thing. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying I don't see proof of it existing or not existing. I'm in limbo about the idea of it. So there's like this church that always has something on the outside of on their like sign or whatever out front. And this week it says like free trip to heaven, details inside. I'm liking Kool-Aid inside. Let's drink the Kool-Aid and die together. No. I don't know. That church is mad at me anyway. There's something about they had a sign that opinions don't matter, kind of shit or whatever. You know. What was it? It was something like, and you know what? Something blot out, whatever, left out of the Bible, and it was your opinion was like the thing. And I'm thinking, so you're saying that no one has an opinion, so, and man, we're given free will, so free will should be an opinion about what you believe you want to choose and freedom of choice or whatever, kind of like that, you know. So that's an opinion, but no, it was left out, so I don't know where to go with that. And I mentioned it on Facebook, and the community got mad at me. And I said, come to think of it, there's all sorts of stuff that church is always posting out there on their sign that doesn't make any damn sense whatsoever. It's like contradicting itself. Oh, boy, did that piss them off. Just say, if you're going to put stuff out there, invite criticism, right? You're inviting it. That's what I'm saying. You know, the one thing that God left out of the Bible, and it's like your opinion. I'm like, my opinion. So you're saying I don't have an opinion on anything. I don't matter. That's what you're telling me. You're looking too much into this. No. Well, that's the whole thing. Can't debate, and then all of a sudden they get mad and they start screaming and shit. It's like whenever I'm on Reddit and Dollar General thing, and I post stuff that, what was it? This customer was on there on the Dollar General Reddit, which is not affiliated with Dollar General. Like, it's not an official one. It's just what's on Reddit. And they were talking about they just got an Apple Pay card or whatever, and they went to use it, and it didn't work, and they contacted, like, Apple, and Apple said, take it back to where you got it from and get a refund thing or whatever. But we've always been preached to at Dollar General to not refund or return any kind of gift card. That's what, everyone's been told since the dawn of whatever Dollar General you work at and all that. So I was like, okay. So I actually get to looking into the Standard Operating Procedures Manual that we have that every store can access. In SOP 85, it states that, like, some gift cards are returnable, but it's like says we're provided by law has to return or whatever these cards and stuff, and that you can pay for them with cash, debit, credit, whatever kind of thing, right? So you can use a credit card to buy an Apple card or whatever. That's pretty much what it's saying. Oh, and so I posted the policy thing on Reddit. Like, not all of it, just a little bit of that one little thing, because someone says we're not supposed to refund any gift card. I said, well, that's not actually right. I mean, you can refund a gift card as long as the funds have not been used. Like, if the money is still there. But they said no. I said you can return it, but you can't refund it. I'm thinking, okay, wait. So how do you return a card to a store that you bought and not get your money back? Because getting money back means refunding you That's the whole point of that. But even on the back of these cards, you can look at them. It says non-refundable unless required by law or whatever. So you're like, what does that mean? So you can return it, but you can't refund it? Well, they like downvoted my ass like out of town on that because I posted the policy to back up the customer to say, hey, look into this, because I know for a fact you can refund those. Dollar General just doesn't want you to because it shows loss of money. You know, like a loss of a sale type situation. They don't want it to look bad to those investors and shit. And then someone posted on there that their used-to-be manager had gotten a super write-up for being $500 short on their register because they did a refund. I'm like, well, that's not how the refund works. The refund process is like the card, it tells you, okay, you're giving this money back to the customer, so it subtracts it from the overall amount in the store, and your store doesn't come out short. But physically, the money that it's supposed to have will be there. And I said that it shouldn't have been that. So I haven't gone back to read it yet. They could have meant it shows a loss of $500, having to pay back that amount. But it's entitled back to the customer if it has not been used. It's like a phone. We're always told we can't take back cell phones. But the return process works for them. I mean, if we're not supposed to, then the register shouldn't be allowed to do that, right? I don't know. That whole thing is just a big mess anyway. You can't pick and choose who you give what to and what you do.
The Koskari has been beaten. The Koskari has masturbated.
Anybody talking down here? Anybody talking down there? Oh, if no one has seen the Y-Files current episode, you need to, because something hilarious. It's one of the commercial ads they have for like the Go Heckle Fish cards. It's like Go Fish, but it's Heckle Fish, and it's set up to be like a James Bond type commercial for it. And instead of James Bond, it's James Pond, because it's a goldfish, and Hecklefish plays like the goldfish James Bond. It's freaking hilarious. I want to get one of the little plushies that talk eventually. They're like $30. That's not bad, really, if you think about it. AJ tries to keep the prices down on the Y-Files. Gotta admire him for that. Fish punching. Fisting. Fisting the fish.
Let all naughty children beware, for today is a good day to punish. The great Cranberry will grace us with his presence soon.
AJ from the Y-File says it's okay to fist a mug. Which is what he says if you ever watch like the live Y-Files stuff. I talk about his mugs, and he said they're fistable. So the one person that that works there at the store, he watches the Y-Files. I told her, I said, hey, one of our mugs is fistable. She goes, oh, that's gross. I'm like, Y-Files. She goes, oh, I don't watch all of that. I don't watch the live stuff. I just watch the actual show. I'm like, oh my God. The whole thing is hilarious. The After Files makes it even better. And they're going to have one of those. If you are listening right now, next Thursday, he's going to have an After Files live after one of the Y-Files episodes. I will be in the chat. I can guarantee it. And I will be commenting and laughing along with everybody else. Which means nothing because no one gives a shit. Let's see, I need to go to Gary. This is taking way too much longer than I wanted it It's like a little bit longer. The longer the video, the shorter time people are going to watch it. Oh yeah, I got the candy cane. I forgot. You can only use these weapons in Wonderland. That sucks ass. You should be able to throw ice. Well, you can throw snowballs at people. I just like to run around and pretend like I'm using it. I like to pretend. Because I was funny like that. Right there. Oh, yeah. So I still have the knife, so I can like physically attack with it. I feared the crab cat and got stuck inside Mel's hole with MK Ultra. What do we have here for capturing? I love how this suddenly just goes to red alert even though it doesn't hit you. That's stupid shit. Stupidshit.com. Everyone around here in my area has gotten kind of crazy over this Tubi thing, Tubi or whatever.com, about buying cheap shit or whatever. I don't know. I don't get it. I need to be saving up for a computer. I was going to do that over the past year, but shit happens. Shit happens, then you die. Yay. Cha-ching. I wonder how Riz is doing these days. I know he's pissed off at me. He's angry at me for things. I have a habit of doing that to people. I think it was because I said like out loud that this game isn't really fun. It's just, it's fun in a certain way, but it's not like, I don't take it seriously like everybody else does. I'm not like sitting around going Dungeons and Dragons. Well, you can't do that because the dragon can only do that. It's an imagination. Who gives a shit? Right? So I guess some people will get mad at me for, you know, saying the game's broken, piece of shit sometimes. And it is. It's a piece of shit. But I enjoy playing it, even though it sucks. That's what it was. I said the game sucks. Which it does suck. But, yeah, like again, that doesn't stop me from playing it. It's like it's not all there. And what was the thing about, since Cryptic is constantly getting rid of people? Spencer, which is Casual SAB on YouTube, was talking about them laying off more, and some of the developers that are still there are putting their resumes out there for other companies to pick them up or whatever, or to get other jobs and stuff, because they're thinking that like Cryptic is about to go away, and that the new people that are going to be owning it are just going to be maintaining the game, like starting in maybe a year or two or whatever. So there would be no new content. There would just be the old content, but maybe in doing that they would actually fix a lot of shit in the game that's broken. You know? I mean, I've always said, like, you know, Cryptic has this property, this, you know, Star Trek. Can do so much with that. But yet they limit it to just building ships and satisfying people that have money. And all these people with money, they just get a ship and they'll buy it, say they have a pretty little toy, Space Barbie as they call it in this game, and equipped it with this or that and damage whatever, and then they get bored with it and stop playing for a month or whatever. Feed money into the game instead of like all, you know, having what you already have in the game and building off of that and stories and stuff, because I love playing the missions in the game. I recently got done with all of Gary's. I had been putting them off because it just kept running out of time, but I finally did it to where his transponder or receiver, I guess they call it receiver for Klingons, but it's like all maxed out except for the marauding. That's the one that's not maxed out for him, which is the commendation thing. But once that gets there, and I think that's like buying weapons and selling, getting space and stuff like that, because that is really low, and it's only 32,000 out of 100,000.
Congratulations, Gary. Gary the Klingon. I win.
Gary thinks he
Fortress has engaged transporters. Inbound.
still the same damn one, motherfucker. I think we'll just hang around in this little area here. Oh my god, how long have we been recording? 2 hours and 56 minutes, son of a bitch. This is raw and uncut too. I will not be cutting anything out when I'm playing. Everybody like the recorded stuff? Anybody out there? If we get 3 people to say, yeah, maybe I'll make more. Maybe I won't. Maybe I can go back to streaming. No. That's never going to happen. I don't have time for it anymore. And I don't want to have to deal with that whole, like, income tax bullshit. Because you're streaming, you make like $90 in a year or whatever like that from a stream, and you got to report that shit to the IRS and taxes and shit like that. And people kept telling me, no, you don't have to if it's under a certain amount. But what I read was like, yes, you do, or else you're going to, come back on you. So I reported it this last time around and stuff, because I had made like $90 in my first payoff from Twitch, and it's like, if I'm gonna have to do taxes and shit with this, it's not worth it. I tried to take myself off from the affiliate program on there, but it never worked. I didn't want to receive any kind of like payment, no bits, nothing of that nature. I just wanted to play, not get money and people, all that, and buying and things, and which I was appreciative. I mean, that is a nice incentive to keep me going, but it's not about that. It was about just hanging out with people and talking and laughing. But when people stop coming and you're just there, like, I was there like with Just Call Me Core, Nakai. Well, he calls himself Nakai, I think. Yeah, I always said Naki because it's just funny. Nakai, or Korag. We'll call him Korag because that's the name he went through when videos and stuff. I mean, yeah, talking to him, I love doing that. But that's kind of all it turned into, was just he and I was streaming, he would talk and no one would come and listen and watch or anything like that. So what's the point in streaming? If no one's going to watch you play. And it wasn't really about people watching, really. It was just something there if someone wanted to watch. I wasn't expecting people to come watch it, but when you get like a few people you've gotten used to, like, coming around and just talking and goofing off in the chat and whatnot, and just little subject matters of this and that, and then they just, no one comes around because stuff changes, people disappear, and so you're like, well, what the hell am I doing here then? And I never liked that whole thing, where they'd raid and all that. I never cared for it. I mean, someone could be watching. What the hell's up with that? Somebody could be watching someone play and then step away, go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden you're like watching someone else because you've been dragged into a raid party and you don't want to watch this person. And then, like, they're expecting you to be entertaining, make them laugh, whatever. And I'm good with small audiences, but not with a lot of people. So I turned off the rating thing, so I would not get rated. Thinking if you want to watch me, you'll come watch. You won't be forced to come watch. Because there's nothing fun that I do. And other reasons and stuff. Guess a burnout of sorts. Maintaining that every single day for over a year. Because I would literally get in from work, take a quick shower, fix something quick to eat, and at 10 p.m. Central Time, exactly on the dot, start it up. Start streaming, and then stream throughout the whole progression of the game. And it would take longer the more people that were there to talk to, because I would get distracted and stuff, which is no problem. I mean, I always like talking about things. But if I'm on like a tight schedule for I need to go to bed to be at work the next day, that's when it could have been a problem, you know, affect my work situation and everything. Of course, I mostly work evenings, so anywhere from like, you know, 12 and on kind of thing. Mostly 2:30s and stuff these days, because schedule keeps getting cut down. But yeah, and you just need like a break from it. And then like you think, okay, well, stream every once in a while, go back into it. No, because then people are gonna go in and say, oh hey, and then you gotta catch up. I don't care to really catch up. I mean, it's not me mean or anything. It just, you know, if you've watched me stream before, and like I haven't been around, you come back, you just watch, participate, talk, that kind of thing. I don't want to have to like go into elaborate detail about why I haven't been streaming, I haven't been doing this, you know, things in my life going on. I don't want to make it about that. I want to make it about like just fun stuff or whatever, or maybe even real stuff. Just not get too in depth over things. I haven't, like I've been mentioned a few times during these little recordings, I haven't been on Discord. I don't want to really get on Discord because I don't want to see like a bunch of messages from people wondering where I am, or you know, or if there are any. Probably not. It's my luck that no one gives a shit really. And I know like the dude Aquathor. I was making scripts and stuff for him for his live streams, you know. Well, I was making it so I was hoping that he would learn how to script it himself. Of course, it's not easy to just, you know, learn how to. They call it coding program. I just call it scripting and having fun, whatever. It's not like superficial scripts either, like professional type grade shit neither. It's just things that you put together that make it work. And he did. He gave me like $100 Amazon gift card for that, and I was thinking, well, you don't need to do that, man. I know you're like trying to give me incentive to continue, but I don't, you know, I don't want to keep doing that because I don't like. Someone can tell you what they want, but they have the idea in their head of what they want it to do, and you have to interpret that idea, and it's never exactly what they want. So I always looked at it as though I'm letting this person down by not giving them exactly what they want because I can't see what they want in their head. If that makes any sense. But he had this idea for something, I can't remember what it was. And I was like, yeah, sure, sounds good. And then I stopped streaming and I just disappeared from Discord. You know, which whenever he paid me like to do the scripting thing, that was when he first started using the chat bot stuff and all that, the stream bot. And because he was doing everything manually. Like if someone were to subscribe or whatever, he had one of those switch boxes and he pressed the button, have to stop gameplay and do that. With a chat bot, it would be automatic, you know, like he would do something when someone did that, so he didn't have to worry about it. It turned into a good thing. Then playing little video clips of the Thor's Hammer thing, which I thought was awesome. But the constant updating and patching that would probably have to be created because of the newer versions of stuff yeah, so I can imagine he's got like he's probably sent me a lot of messages, about updates and things, but it gives me anxiety to see a message. Like on Discord, I turned off the notifications because I got tired of every time I turn around, I'd see this like the little notification light thing or whatever, red or whatever color it was, saying, "Hey, there's another message," and you click on it, click off of it, another message, and you keep looking back, and wanting to see it. It's kind of like people on a cell phone constantly checking their messages, and it would just give me anxiety. So I was like, no, I can't have this. I got to turn this thing off because it's just if I pop it on there, there's like a new message from somebody about something, and I can't handle it. So it stressed me out. So I just turned off Discord. Or people ask me like, why aren't you streaming anymore? Why not? Why? I'm like, I just can't. I can't handle that. It's like telling them I'm sorry, but not worth it. Not worth watching. So yeah, after all that, I took every little clip off of Twitch. Just even the little highlights and such, just did away with it. Took away my description, so it's just like a blank nothing. Took all the little app things out from under it, the little panels that were there for like playing sounds and stuff. It was getting a little out of hand. I think it was more like the pressure of wanting to entertain just kind of throws you out. It's like when actors, that are famous for television stuff, but they also do theater. And whenever they're on television, all these fans get around them and want their autograph for only this one project they ever done, and the fan like doesn't know of the theater work that they cherish even more. I don't know if you can understand that. I mean, I've never been in theater other than drama in class in high school or whatever, but I was in a play there. I was gonna go for the lead, but I didn't want it. And the teacher got mad because I didn't want it either. She goes, "But you'd be perfect for this. You can even sound like the period character and all that. Because I've heard you talking and all that kind of stuff and acting and whatever out there." And I'm like, nah, no. Because it was King Bumpy Gruff and the Ice Cream Mountain. I've mentioned it before, but I'll go ahead and mention it again. Yeah, it's like a play about King Bumpy Gruff, who's the king of the Ice Cream Mountain, or whatever. And one of his subjects / second hands citizens, whatever. I can't remember exactly the thing of it. But they get turned into a dragon. And there's like a story that unfolds and all that kind of crap, or whatever. You can look it up. I don't remember all of it either. But because it happened like, it was a long time ago. No, late 90s, or mid 90s? Yeah. Maybe 96, 97-ish. Maybe, I don't know. But the whole thing was that, and the king would have to stand on their head and all that kind of stuff. I was like, I don't want to like stand on my head, which is like where you put your head on the ground with hands and your feet straight up in the air. But I had made the mistake of reading the part in like a Shakespearean type play when it wasn't Shakespearean, and just doing accents and stuff, and the teacher heard me doing that, and that's why she wanted me for that, and kept egging me on about it like for the whole half semester that we were getting ready for that for the whole school and stuff. And I was like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. She says, well, you got to do something in there. And I said, I'll just be the dragon, because the dragon gets chased around the stage with a sword. we had to learn all this like stage area names and all that kind of stuff, and upstaging, downstage, blah blah blah. Your marker, where you got to stand, all that kind of shit. About the only experience I have in all that. And so I would act out like the person playing the changed into a dragon like character would be over a microphone talking, and I would have to emote just with my hands and stuff like that into the crowd. Like it's like, oh, this is terrible. The king will never know it's me, kind of thing. So it was like a Barney situation, Oh no, no, no one will know it's me. That's more of a Bullwinkle, isn't it? Gee, Rock, I don't know what's going on right here. Hey, Bullwinkle, you sure are a piece of shit. Fuck, Bullwinkle. But yeah, it was a fun experience. We got to go into the auditorium like every single day and rehearse. And the teacher kind of looked like a female William Shatner. Like, imagine William Shatner from Star Trek Generations with that vest. It was kind of like that, and she would do like a mannerism type look to her too, like that. I had ticked her off because it was around Halloween time, and along like years before that, there was one of those Freddy gloves, the plastic ones, and you can get at like where was that thing? It's a toy store in the malls. I can't remember what the hell the name of it was, but I had one year, and I brought it up there in my little, not Trapper Keeper, but 5-star zip-up notebook thing. And I put it on my hand, and I was like behind the stage in the middle of where two curtains came together, and they were rehearsing something, and I just had my hand come out like a claw or whatever. She goes, all right, scissor hands, you better put that thing up, or I'm going to come back there and figure out who the hell is doing that. Let's just get so mad. Well, yeah. And my gosh, like, we did a few of the performances of it or whatever. And after the first one, because we did it for like 3 times, because you have at the school that I went to, you had your like the elementary, then you had the middle school type or whatever, then you had like the high school thing, which I guess it's normal to have something like that. So it was 3 different times doing the play. And after it may be the first or second, because I think the first one we did was like morning, then we did one like right after or right before lunch, and then one after or whatever. And they had bought some Pizza Hut pizza, and like for us to eat and stuff like that, because we got out of class like all day for it, and for eating pizza. No, not that. For doing whatever. And everyone had eaten so much pizza, and I didn't. I ate like maybe 2 slices of just regular pepperoni pizza, whatever. Everyone else had like 4 or 5 slices, because there were several boxes of pizza. And people got gassy back there. Behind curtain. Off stage, they got gassy. I didn't know. I was inside my little dragon costume, which my grandmother had made. We ran around looking for like one for it and all that. I still have it somewhere. I think the stuffing finally like came out of it though. I don't know if rats got to it or whatever, but I think it's in my closet. When I got chased around the stage, it was a real sword too, because the drama teacher, her husband was actually the superintendent, and they lived in the superintendent's residence while school was going on. They had like a housing thing for them so they could be close to the school on campus type thing or whatever. And we went over there because she wanted to get some things for the play, like props and things. So she pulls out this real sword, and it wasn't too sharp. It was really dull, but still made out of metal and sharp at the end, like pointy. And one of the scenes was chasing the dinosaur. No, chasing the dragon with a sword. So the dude that played Bumpy Gruff got to chase me with a sword, and he had a big smile on his face that day. He loved it. Loved that shit. Of course, it was a rehearsed chase, but still, it's you know, in your life, like having to make sure your feet hit just right and off of things because I could hardly see. Yeah, that was kind of fun. I mean, to do a play like that, but the rehearsing of it sucked ass. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It was like several months because the semester was what, like it is. I think at every school, like a grade school thing. It's like a was it August or September thing till. Okay, I think back then it was late August, early September is when school started up. So like the first week we were there is whenever we got introduced to, hey, we're going to be doing this play. So start reading over it and learning some lines out of it. We're going to test everybody to whatever kind of thing, and who's going to play what parts and things like that. And then, was it after, yeah, when Christmas, that's whenever like the semester is over. And we did the play in, I think, December. So yeah. It's one thing I can remember because it was cool outside and in the auditorium, and I was kind of warm because I was wearing that dragon thing. Yeah. But that dude comes in, the guy that played the Bumpy Gruff thing. I reminded him of that play, and he said he had forgotten all about that, and it brought up some good memories and stuff at school. And it was like a year after that or whatever, the teacher that did the drama class quit, or her husband was no longer superintendent, so she just quit off too or whatever. And she did photography and all that kind of stuff, and like real life as a business or whatever. So she went back to doing that because it was better than teaching or whatever. I don't know. And our school didn't have any. It had drama class, but no plays again. Or something like that until I think an associate that I worked with at Dollar General said they were going to start plays and stuff back up the year after she graduated or whatever like that, because they were like in limbo about it or whatever. I don't know. I thought, well, that sucks. But yeah, that was a good experience learning how hard it is to actually do some acting. I don't know. Karin. Sukablayet. Bitch fucker. Bitch fucked or whore, depending on where in Russia you are. But I have no acting chops. Other than that play thing, I've never been in anything, so I'm not famous or anything. For nothing. I wouldn't want to be famous. Imagine like paying an actors guild union thing, and then all of a sudden you go on this strike that's been happening. That would suck, because you're not working. And some of them like to go to theater. I mean, that was still like going on, so they could act in theaters and stuff, but not like televised stuff. So those who didn't have the theater acting chops, I guess, couldn't do it. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Grab my lations, yeah, Admiral. You know, I had no idea that Denise Crosby that played Yar was related. Like, her grandfather was Bing Crosby until I watched the Shuttlepod show. I thought, wow. Like, to have someone that famous in your your family, and then you're going into acting and stuff. And I don't know if she ever sang stuff or not. I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched that episode of the Shuttle Pod Show. I haven't watched the latest one actually. Kind of forgot. Ooh, 9. We need to make that a 10 there. Okay. 67. Okay, we need a 30. That'll work. Ah, damn, we're just under it. Okay, so randomly just select some shit. Okay, there we go. Alright, done with that. Let's go to Ferengi Alliance. Pum, 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 pum. I'm going to skip that one because it's big numbers. It's huge, huge numbers, huge. Huge, 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 huge. Let's see. Here we go. 3 of 10. And money. Okay, cool. I'll leave it at that. Collect, 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 collect. Alright. Ground weapon. I want to get ground weapon. Nope, can't do it because I've already done. Okay. I have no officers available to do anything. That's just great. That's just perfect. El perfecto, por favor. The only reason these characters are around right now that I'm using them is just to get some dilithium vouchers for the fleet. Because Gary's going to need some of those. Karin, Gary's wife. She's doing her reputations. So I need to get her costumed up and ready. She's default female, Mokai female. I don't know what the fuck. Future King Klingon. I don't know. Okay, done with that. Let's see. Acknowledge, 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 no, 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 no. Plan. Yeah, we'll do that one for the energy credits. I'm not putting any kind of thought into all this either. Just going to build up the numbers until they match something that I want to use. Ah, dude, I thought that would hit just right. Let's test out the waters. 500 dilithium hills, yeah. Randomly select. I'm not going to think about it. Just going to do it. Nothing. Oh, 5 again. Look at that. Okay, so we have 90. I'm looking at that for sure. So 67. So that should do it, yeah. Nothing, nothing, nothing. There's a 5 of 10 for that. May not make it. 62. 1. Because you can overplan and you're supposed to be able to get more of a reward depending on what kind it is, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm just thinking out loud by myself. Thinking out loud to myself. Ooh, we might just do it. Okay, cool. 60. See if we get a 40 to jump up there quicker. 26. Map it out. Alright. What did we get? I don't care for that at the moment. We'll eventually get to that when we get to that. Because the sole purpose for her right now is just to build up some vouchers. Because we're going to start needing them to help out people that don't want to use dilithium in the fleet. Because that's what I don't want people to have to waste their dilithium in fleet projects or waste their fleet credits doing whatever or something. I want to contribute to that myself to help people out. In order to do that, I gotta do all that right there. got a daughter right there. Boss. Boas. B-O-S. Cheers is filmed between your legs. Beginning assignment 3 plan. Okay. Nothing. Did I just keep clicking on the same one like a dumbass? Yeah. Okay. Right. Not gonna go looking around. Kolchak's the one that does all the bot looking. YOLO's been reset twice. I wonder why. I've been messing with him too much, I guess. Every day I come in now, he's like at a different spot. The guys moved him. I don't know if it'll be in the same spot I had him yesterday. Lasterday? Am I like who? So I think I left him in the middle of the runway. Like no, I call it the runway. It's like when you enter the exchange mail area or whatever. And that main walk-through thing. I left him there. Or no, wait. I pushed him over to the mail section into the corner. The what do you call it? Yeah, like when you first walk into the area and you go up the ramp right to the left in that little corner. Like I have him in the bot harassing bot video or whatever like that. Yeah. I left him up there in that corner. It'll probably be moved again. If it's moved again, I'm just going to give up on it tonight because it's getting later than I want it to be. I do really want to make some more renders of the TARDIS. Green screen renders for people. I don't know how many people have ever used them. I think I came out with like a little less than 10 different ones and different ways it travels and stuff like that. Just one that goes straight across the screen at a rotating thing or whatever, and a few that do something else or whatever like that, or float around and jump around and bounce and stuff. I don't know whatever happened with any of those. I was like, people were like, "Can you make one doing this?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I'd make them, and they're on my YouTube channel still. You know, all the green screen TARDIS stuff. Because I built one in 3D. She's building up some refined stuff too for things that will be handy later. All right, change character. Let's go to Kolchak with the bot report. He's our news correspondent in the exchange on Karnos. That's who he is. Kolchak, the Night Stalker. If you ever never watched that show, that's an awesome show. It's like Supernatural, but different. Okay. Yep, he's been moved again. What have we got going on over here? Look at all these people. My God. Let's see if we can invite some of them to the fleet and distract them. So Kuyole's been moved. This guy's still here. This Yorat. I haven't seen Talala for whatever in a while on here. He's probably at the next instance. Nor have I seen that Pezzo or whatever it is. What do you say? Get rid of... Boink. Boink, boink, boink. I can't help it. It's like I'm magnetically attracted to screwing with this bot. Separate it from the rest of these peoples that are just standing here. Yeah, he'd been moved. He'd been moved. Every day he get moved now. Every day. can turn. You reconnected. So that pushes him just barely too. Oh, my snowballs from yesterday are melted. I threw snowballs at it to see if it would make it run or move around faster. Point. Okay, didn't touch him that all that. Oh, there we go. Not accepting guild invitations. Why not? Is there a reason why people just don't accept an invite on here for fleets anymore? I mean, you get benefits from being in a fleet. Unless you're just trying to go for, like, nothing. Like, if you don't want endeavors, I mean, could you do that without getting endeavor? I endeavor to wonder why. One inch at a time. An inch every 2 seconds or so. What would you call that an inch? If you look at like how far he's moving, would you call that an inch? I think it's an inch, or a little less than an inch, maybe a little over half a centimeter, maybe 3/8. No, not 3/8. That's 6/8 of an inch. Maybe not even 6/8. Maybe 5/8. Oh, we're out of range at least. And this is where I pop out. Yep. Yole. Yole. He's an evil bot. Evil bot. Someone had posted, well, the only person on the other upload with the audio about, you know, why bother with the bots, because it's a metrics for the numbers of the bots in game, and you know, like, it's actually showing that there's a character in game, a player, so that should be helping the game. But I don't look at it like that because I'm retarded. I look at it as they're cheating. It's against the terms of service. If I have to follow terms of service, so do they. If I get in trouble for one little damn thing, they're gonna get in trouble for something bigger. That's how I sees it. You get away from that console, young man. Get you. What do they call it, knob over there in England, Britain? Get your penis out of there. You touch my peppy, Steve. She touched my peppy, Steve. Steve. Man, I really wish I could, like, trap him down below. That'd be nice. We find a way to glitch him down. I wonder. See if he can connect to him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sometimes wondering, like, if I can make him connect to the holographic trader. Whoopsie daisy. Is that even working? Barely. I didn't know if I was actually touching. I can't help it. It's like a thing every night now. Obsessive compulsive disorder. I have to move the bot every week, every day. If it's one little inconvenience to that one person that owns the bot, I'm okay with it. Till I get like a cease and desist thing from the game, from the higher ups that run the damn thing. Whoops, a daddle. We can short distance run. Look at that. What? I have no life. Wish I could actually get him trapped down there in that hole. That'd be funny as hell. I've tried, but they always pop right out at the last minute and fall back down off onto the walkway. You may be asking, what the hell are you doing? Hey, I'm trying to get him over here. I could turn off the user interface, the UI, to where all this stuff wouldn't pop back up every time if you find it distracting. I don't find it distracting. I find it funny as hell, mister. I find it funny as hell. Dun, dun, dun. Of course, again, I'm retarded. So there you go. I even got that retard strength, too. Can't lift shit. Let's see if I can run right through there. Okay, that moved him a little bitch. Just a little bitch. I don't want him like disconnecting and being able to run back over there and connect. So if I get him as far over here as possible, if he has disconnect and reconnect thing happens where he runs like he did before, which I have not seen that happening again yet. Of course, I haven't seen him disconnecting either. Hehehe, my job in life is to annoy the hell out of you. Dennis the Menace. Oh, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you? Randy Newman. Oh, Mr. Wilson, how are you? Dub. Cause it's a jungle out there. Disorder and confusion everywhere. Shit. They don't seem to care, but I do. Hey, who's in charge here? It's jungle out there. Know what's in the water that you drink? Well, I do. Hey, it's in charge. People say I'm crazy. They worry all the time. You pay attention, you'll be worried too. You better pay attention to all this world you love so much. Might just kill you. I could be wrong now, but I don't think so. 'Cause it's jungle out there. It's jungle out there. Boom, 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 boom. That'll be fine for now. As long as he's away from that console, it's all that matters. House of Das what? Des Haus des Chor. Is that German? Hi, everybody. Anybody want a random invite? Okay, I have annoyed him a little bit. That's all that matters. Right. Let's see. It didn't take long either. It's like I'm getting quicker about it. Don't you get by me. So what have we talked about tonight? Hardly any kind of good stuff, that's for sure. Nothing entertaining. Talked about work. Talked about Quantum Leap a little bit. Talked about Doctor Who. Work again. Just random shit. There's MC Wolfcat. She logged in. I wonder if she still does lives. I should check on Twitch every once in a while, see if she still streams. She's over in South Africa. Cultural stuff is so cool to me. Learning the differences, and maybe wondering why the ground weapon thing. Well, the ground weapon guy can build like the the gun, the board killing gun. So I want to like try to get as many of my people that can build that, and probably put it on the exchange or something. I don't know. 6 of 10. You have to understand. It's not you, it's me. I hate me. I hate me. I despise my existence. Dude. 105. We'll do that. I should do like a thing where I just try to build up money from nothing in this game. Like don't try to get any except for the Admiralty only or whatever. And actually go for it to see how much I can get as the energy credits. Because I've still got like 750 million or whatever on my main character. I just sit there because I don't do anything with it. It's for hard times, and you never know when it's going to happen in game. Because game matters, man. It matters. Okay. There's that. Here, collect this little dilithium. Ole, ole, ole. Yeah, I had him over here yesterday in the corner. Because remember the last time in the corner when I recorded that video, he would vanish. And keep running over there to it. But he don't do that now, man. Do ya, ole. Do ya. And I might get back on here, like, if I can't sleep, get up, turn the computer on, log in just to push him around for like 30 minutes. I mean, I'm that bored half the time when I'm trying to sleep. Get him off here in the corner. Because if you go too close to these, like if you bump up just a little bit, what is it like? Not so. See, you can jump it and go in. That's what I'm trying to make him do. Even though I'm running, you can still do it a little bit by bumping. It's like if you go close to it, see the screen jumping a little bit right there. That's just pushing forward. So you can actually make him, because I made him like get up here before on this. Then I try to bump him, but I hit him just wrong, and he'd like fall back down and go, so like shit. But I have tried. I have tried to get his ass up there and in that hole right over there. Get in your hole, you bastard. And I may continue that. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to end this and upload it to YouTube, where no one will watch it. If you haven't watched all of this, comment below and tell me you have not watched it. I'll be looking forward to it. Other than that, I'll be seeing y'all later. Bye.